Yo ho ho, 5 months, gang, and counting. 5 months from right now,
Is it really?
it'll be
Oh well,
Christmas
yeah.
Eve.
Tomorrow is like the official like Christmas in July,
Yeah, yeah.
25th. So
5 months. Cannot believe we're already can't believe July's almost over, and I can't believe 5 months till Christmas. So that just means if I don't take my Christmas things down for 5 more months, I will
why?
be
Why bother now? You might as well just leave it up.
God. Oh God. In one aspect it's embarrassing. The other aspect, I'm really not ashamed of it because I enjoy
But then
it.
you're gonna get super busy, and then if you take it down, then you're not gonna have time to put it back up. So
Right. Right.
it makes more sense to just leave it up.
I told Tina if I take it down now, I don't know that we're going to do a big display then next year. So, or this year, because next year's it. Whatever. Hello, everybody. It is Wednesday. That means you got your hostesses with the mostesses. That really doesn't make sense, but welcome in. It's Fantastic Finds. If you're not familiar with the folks on your screen, we have the one, the only Amie of Enamor, Amie, and I'm
Hello.
Jason of Mother Tucker's Antiques. Happy Christmas in July, everybody.
Ho ho ho.
We
Yeah.
hope we got some fun Christmas collectors and Christmas enthusiasts in the house, because I think we curated some really, really good things for you guys tonight. So some of the things I'm offering are better than the ones I have in my own collection. So
Jason, can you tell me something?
yes,
Is this like a graduation cap? You know what I mean? Like you're supposed to have it on one side and then officially like the other side, like for the real Christmas season. I don't know the proper like Christmas hat ball etiquette.
I think Santa wears it on one side, and then after Christmas Eve, he switches it to the other.
That's what I suspected.
I think you're right. I think
I
it's
just don't know. That's why I usually wear deer antlers, and then I don't have to make the wrong decision.
You know who would know the answer to this? It would be Bill, Garden Guy Bill.
Yeah.
He is he's the Santa hat connoisseur. Now, I did wear the Christmas suit the one year for the one marathon, but he is definitely the king of the Christmas Santa hat. So we're going to have to ask Bill. I think Bill knows the answer.
I think we need to get to the bottom of it. I agree.
Agreed. Again, guys, as we go live tonight, our official mod and bid ender is the one, the only Karen G. Thank you so much, Karen. Our backup mod and bid ender is the one, the only Kim, also known as Desert Gal. Just a few quick things I want to pop in here in the beginning. I want to thank Amie. She always creates our thumbnail and our wallpaper. I want to thank Tina. She was kind enough to always upload the pictures here so we can use them. And we're really, really excited because tonight's Fantastic Finds are Amie and mine. So it's our Christmas decor, and some of our Christmas collectibles are going to be our Fantastic Find. So stick around, gang. Amie has photographs of her Christmas displays. I actually have some photos from the catacombs of the tubs of Mother Tucker's of some of our Christmas that's stored away. So I have that to splash in there too. So and again, as we go live, please make sure you subscribe to Amie's channel. We made it really easy. She has a lot of exciting things coming up, so you need to make sure that you are subscribed to her channel and you hit that notification bell so you will know when she goes live. And Amie will fill you in on all the fun stuff she has coming up. She has two big things coming up this week. So, and before we say hello to everybody, and then Amie will explain to you guys how the sale is going to work, I just want to take a moment in the beginning and thank everybody for all the well wishes. My little girl, Rosie, is doing very good. She's doing really good. She'll get the stitches out next week, the anesthesia, and the pain meds are starting to wear down. She's eating, she's drinking, she's moving. She's trying to lick the incision, but she's doing good. So thank you guys so much for all the kind words. And I feel that that's what's helped her get better quicker. So thank you guys so much. So we got some folks here. Let's say hello to everybody, and then we're going to get into it. I got to scroll up really, really far. So hello, everybody. The first one in the chat is the very lovely Terry Valenti. How are you? It's so good to see you. Happy Wednesday, everybody. There is our friend Tracy, Artsy Fartsy. So good to see you. It's great to see you guys here tonight. We have Crescent Moon checking in. How are you? There's our official mod and bid ender, the one, the only Karen G. She's the lad you're going to want to beat. She's in Canada, and she's got good internet. So thank you so much, Karen. And hoping that you are still feeling okay. Gang, still send her some well wishes. She's still dealing with some issues with kidney stones. So Karen, sending positive vibes up your way. How are you, Desert Gal? She is our backup mod and bid ender for the evening. I always forget now every week. Say hello to Bob. Hopefully Bob's hanging out there with you
Hi,
somewhere.
Bob.
And we hope Bob's doing good. So, Kim, it's so great to see you. And if you could, gang, please make sure you are following her over on Vamp. And she does have an eBay shop. And if Kim, you can put those links in at any time.
Kim is having her first Vamp live sale coming up, I think Saturday.
Okay.
I quickly saw the promo for it, Kim. So put it in the chat because I don't
Please.
remember the time that it's supposed to be.
Please, guys. And Amie will be able to talk a little bit more in depth in just a little bit, but please support those Vamp sellers over there. You can shop 24 hours vintage when you're not here with us. Head on over. It's always open. It don't close. It don't close. So there is our Christmas friend, the one, the only William. So good to see you, sir. I hope you are doing well down there in Texas. There's our friend Helen, checking in from the New England area. Please make sure you are subbed to Helen's channel. She is the New England Thrifter. It's always great to see you, Helen. There's our friend Beth C. Speaking of Vamp, please make sure you're following her. I'm sure that once she's feeling better, she'll be even more active over on Vamp. But in the meantime, make sure you're following her over there because, like I always say, she has some really good kitsch and some good glass. So it's good to see you, Beth. I hope you're doing well. I'm a snapping fool because it is my man, the one, the only Grady Group of Vintage Recordings. Hope you guys are subscribed to his channel. If you're not, you're missing out. He plays music. He plays it on vinyl, on a turntable. It's the same name here as it is over on Instagram. So please follow him on both platforms. He can do a few more things over on the gram, also known as Instagram, than he can here. But show those Gillette some support. And please give our friend Gavin of Grady Group of Vintage Recordings a follow. You will not be sorry. Telling you, you'll thank us all. You'll thank us all. Checking in from Pennsylvania, the one, the only Dawn. So good to see you, friend. I hope you're doing well. Wonder if you got those storms too. We got some rain finally, so the grass is looking a little greener this evening. Hello, Elaine. So good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Hope everyone is doing great. Hello, Shannon. So good to see you. Followed by the one, the only Debbie Gutierrez is here in the house. I could do that better. The one, the only Debbie Gutierrez is here with us tonight. How are you, Debbie? It's so good to see you. I enjoy saying her last name when I can roll my G's properly. Back-to-back moms. We got the one, the only Mama Pam representing in the house. Good to see you, Mama Pam. Followed by my mother in the chat, Linda Hellman. So good to see you both. Hope you both are doing well. Hello, Karen Lord, checking in. I hope you're doing good. Let's see who else is in here. Hello, Meow Meow. How are you, Wanda? So good to see you. Hello, Ryan Surt. So good to see you here again. Hopefully you had a few good days. Hopefully everybody's ready to spend the middle of the week with us and then off to the weekend we go. There's our friend Chris, the one, the only, my broom closet, checking in. So good to see you, Chris. Thinking about you. I'm sure you're doing well. You got this, friend. There is Tippy Winks checking in. Guys, please make sure you are subbed to her channel. She's even putting out some videos and some content. So when you're done here with us, head on over and give her a follow. She has a really, really fun channel. So it's so good to see you. How are you, Brenda? It's so good to see Brenda checking in. Welcome in, everybody. Followed by Joe. Good to see you, Joe. Hopefully you're doing well. Let's see who else is in here. We got the one, the only Buttermilk and Cream. Good to see you, friend. I hope you are well as well. Happy Wednesday, everybody. My chat's moving a little slow here tonight, so bear with me. There is Tina checking in. Good to see you, Tina. The good way to spell it, as my Tina would say. There's our friend Jennifer checking in. Junebug Vintage, same name here and over on the Instagram. So please make sure you're following Jennifer. She's been doing some static posts. It's good to see you. How are you, Laura? Checking in. Daffodil Fields Finds. Good to see you. I never want to run that together. How are you, Brian? Good to see you, sir. Checking in from the New England area as well, from Helen's neck of the woods. Who else is down here with us tonight? Checking in, Miss Whittle One. Good to see you, Miss Whittle One. How are you? Who else is in here with us? There is our friend Bug, Mediocre Arts and Crafts. Good to see you guys. All of our friends are checking in here tonight, coming in to hang out with us. Welcome.
Laura, you have full permission to start decorating.
Okay.
You're fully endorsed by both of us to start.
All right. And there's our friend Leanne checking in. And hello, Mr. Nate. My vintage is 1976. I gotta pause for a moment. It's funny Nate's in here because I didn't get a chance to talk to Amie in the beginning. You know, a lot of us work hard and we try to do reels over on Instagram to promote us, you know, to promote what we do. And I have to tell you, if you guys have not seen Nate's latest reel, he did a reel with his done here tonight, and you guys are done hanging out with us. You got to head over.
Epic pieces of Pyrex, might I add.
He does. But
Yeah.
he used a clip from one of my favorite sitcoms, The Golden Girls, and it's epic. So if you guys are looking for a fun reel using your vintage, when you get a chance, it's the same name. My vintage is 1976. Go over and check out Nate's latest reel over there on Instagram. It'll make you laugh. It's pretty doggone good. So it's good to see you, Nate. I hope you're doing well. And I think everybody else I see, we've already said hello to. So again, guys, as we go live here tonight, if you're not subscribed to Amie's channel, please do so. Please make sure you are subscribed here to me. Hit those notification bells so you know when we go live or when we post content. And Amie's going to explain to you how the sale is going to work and a few other fun things. And then we're going to get into it. So take it away, Miss Amie.
All right. Time for the holly and berries. We'll call it that tonight. Right. So welcome you guys to Fantastic Finds, our annual Christmas in July sale. I would say this is number 3.
It is. Lucky number 3. Yeah.
Yeah.
Lucky number 3.
So our 3rd annual then Christmas in July sale. Usually we have another person with us though. Usually Bill is with us for Christmas in July. But Bill's taking the summer off and that's totally okay. So Jason and I have brought 16 rounds of goodies for you guys tonight. And we will be doing the offer up style. So that is the auction style. And first, before we get into how the sale is going to work, you want to make sure you're in the best version of the chat because of the lag that we experience here on YouTube. So do the check, make sure you're in live chat, all messages. I can already see that my phone is in top chat. So if you're in top chat, it might filter out some comments for you. You might miss a bid or somebody trying to say something to you. So check and make sure you're in live chat, all messages. And then if you do plan on bidding on anything tonight, you want to make sure that you refresh as often as possible. So you can either exit out of YouTube and come back. That's a little bit slower. The way that we recommend that you do that, if you're watching on a tablet or a phone, if you tap up here above my head, you'll find a little gear wheel icon. If you tap on that, hit playback speed and hit 2 times. If you're lagging behind at all, we're going to sound like the Chipmunks singing the hula hoop song for a second until you get caught up from the lag. And you can also find the same setting down here if you're watching on a computer, same kind of deal, the gear wheel icon, playback speed 2x, okay? And before you put any bids on anything, do that. Go ahead and just do that just to make sure you're not lagging at all. So you have the best chance possible to get what you're after, okay? So we will show you the item. We'll give you the start price. Jason will put it up here on the screen. If you're interested in bidding on anything, you can type your bids down into the chat. We will do our description of the item. We'll tell you any kind of background that we know about it, eras, or note any kind of issues that it may have. We do our best to describe any kind of notable issues to you while we're here live on screen so that you guys can make a best informed decision if you do plan to bid. But keep in mind that vintage and antique items that we are showing tonight have had a life, but we will show you everything that we possibly can. We will do a 20-second countdown because of the lag here on YouTube. And the highest bid that we see before the official bid end of the lovely Karen Gillette this evening will be the winner. We also do the just in case bids here on Mother Tucker's channel. So all that we ask is that you're a current bidder. So as long as you put in at least one straight bid on the current item, you're welcome to utilize the just in case during the countdown. Of course, you don't have to use it just in case, but it is there. And it is very helpful with the lag. Kind of gives you a little bit more of a cushion to get any final bids in there before the bid ends so you don't come after, okay? But we do recommend that you put in your bids as we start the countdown, not toward the end. It's very hard nowadays to try and snipe anybody at the end because of the lag. The lag is not friendly at all, okay? So we ask that you put the bids in as soon as possible. So the just in case, it's the max that you're willing to bid with the letters JIC next to it. You can type those into the chat during the countdown. And then if your just in case is the highest before the bid end, we'll bid you up $1 over the next highest amount. But do keep in mind, if there's multiple just in cases that are put into the chat, those do turn into regular bids. Okay, so our emails are up here currently on the screen. You can also find them pinned to the top of the chat in a comment, also down in the description of the video, and our lovely mod squad does a great job putting them into the sale periodically, so it's easy for you to find. So if you win an item tonight, especially if you are a brand new buyer, we do need some information emailed to us if you win an item. So if you're a brand new buyer, you've never bought from either one of us before, we do ask that you send us an email with your YouTube screen name, your real name, your full shipping address, and an email that we can send your PayPal invoice to. Or if you need to check out as a guest, we can send you a guest link to check out with any debit, credit, PayPal, Venmo, PayPal. Okay, all that above. If you're a brand new buyer tonight, you're welcome to pre-register and email us that way. But we do ask that you send us an email during the sale tonight so that we can verify that you are an actual buyer. Anybody that hasn't purchased from us for a while or has shopped with us before, you're welcome to send us a new email. It's that much easier to find your information when we go to do our invoicing. As far as invoicing go, Jason and I both utilize Pirate Ship to get you guys discounted rates on shipping. Keep in mind that shipping is additional to any one item tonight. It is not included in the winning price. But we do get the discount rates and we pass those savings directly on to you. It's much cheaper than the retail at the post office. We both only ship to US and Canada at this time. And as far as shipping goes, I ship from Michigan. And I do have a sale Friday on my channel at 4 p.m. Eastern with Misty, Thrifter, Junker, Vintage Hunter. It will be Christmas again. So I will invoice those two sales together this week, and I'll be doing invoicing on Saturday this week.
All right. And I ship out of Pennsylvania. Like Amie covered everything. But if you guys purchased from me on Monday nights, no, actually it was Sunday night sale, the all Christmas sale, then you guys have an open box. And if you purchase tonight, I will do my best to combine it for you as long as we can do it safely. So for a moment, I do have some good news. I spoke to the postmaster. They explained to me how to ship matches. So if you guys were here and to do it safely. So
those are some good matches.
They are. So if you guys purchased from me on Monday, you guys are all going to get a free pack of those killer retro matches from me. Now, there's one exception. Philomena did purchase from me, and I will ship to Philomena over in the Australia area. So, Phil, if you're here, instead of matches, because it'll flag your package, I'm going to send you some kind of ephemera. So it'll be a vintage greeting card, or it'll be like a little gift tag, some gift tags or something. But we'll make sure you get something, Phil, so you get to participate in it as well. So
that sounds like a good trade.
Yeah, I think we'll make sure it's really good. We'll make sure it's just as good as those matches, Phil, okay? Or maybe if I can find them without matches in, I'll send you something like that. But we'll take care of you, Phil.
You could just send like an empty box. Oh, they were actually books.
Yeah. And the packaging wasn't all that great. But, Phil, we're going to make sure you're taken good care of, okay? So I ship out of Pennsylvania. I do all of my invoicing and packaging on Saturdays. So you will get an invoice from us. I think it's going to be a little bit later on Saturday because Tina will be at the shop. But rest assured, you guys will get them all. And I do free pickup at the brick and mortar. So if you're in the central Pennsylvania area or you're coming in town, I can hold your item for you. Just communicate that via the emails, and we'll take care of that in the emails. We don't want to gum the chat up here, okay? So I think I took care of everything. Amie,
the only thing that I forgot to mention, and it's my brain of saying the same thing repetitively over and over, that when we add in something new, I will always forget about it, okay? So I got to get in the habit of putting it more towards the middle. So we're not doing a recap tonight, okay? So instead of doing a recap at the end, we will be still doing the countdown of interest. If you guys have not been here and heard what that's all about, we will, if we don't see any bids come in for an item, instead of bringing stuff back at the end and bringing it all back at the end, we're still going to do a 20-second countdown, okay? And that'll be like your last chance at bidding on something. You can come in there. If we just see one bid, then it's yours. But if a couple people come in there right toward the end, we'll still do how we normally do a countdown, okay? But that'll be your last chance at it because it won't come back, okay? So countdown of interest, 20 seconds. That's what we will do, okay?
You got it.
And Jason and I are sharing our Christmas collections for fantastic finds after the sale tonight. So stick around for that if you're curious how we decorate.
Yes. And Amie's going to give us some firsthand previews on some things later on then, right?
I can do it right now if you want.
You want to do it right now? Let's do it right now. I'm going to make you big. Let's jump right into it. I'm dying to see these.
So I got the go-ahead to do my first live sale over on Virtual Antique Marketplace. If you guys haven't went over there, It's free to make an account over there, virtualantiquemarketplace.com. Jason also has stuff over there. Lots of familiar faces have shops over there. So go check that out if you haven't. You can also just go over there, create an account and browse if you want to. Look at everything that's listed over there. There's live sales going on pretty much every single day of the week. But I'm scheduling my first sale on Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern. So tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern. It's going to be a short sale. I only have 5 items, but they're all handmade. So there's a link in my community tab to go straight to my shop over there. And there's a live tab. If you click on that, then you can find my live broadcast. You can also find that on the homepage. There's a little section that says live sales. That's 2 ways that you can get to it. But you can actually go over there. Everything's up there. There's detail photos. You can actually put pre-bids in. So you do have to pre-enter in all of your shipping information and card information over on Virtual Antique Marketplace in order to bid on anything in live sales and to purchase anything. So as long as you have that in there already, you're good to go. As soon as there's a live, you can just type in bids as it go. It's all automated. If you go over there and put in pre-bids on something, it will automatically bid up for you. And you can even put in a max bid. So if you can't make it to the sale and you're willing to go up to such and such amount, kind of like how just in case works over here, then you know what, you still might get the item. If nobody wants to go up to your max bid, then you don't even have to be there to shop. I have done that several times and it's worked out if I can't make somebody's sale. And I have still won some things. So I'm going to show you guys real quick what's for sale tomorrow in case you want to come over there. It is all handmade Christmas. I only did 5 things just because I already had a busy week this week. So that's what I could kind of get done. So this is the first one, a little snowman. These are vintage ribbon spools, of course. And this one's got the cutie pie little snowman. I love these little flock snowmen. All right. So the second one is one of my Kitsch Can arrangements with a knee hugger on it. I also love this can, the finest ginger ale. I love that one. I love that font. And then meow meow. I can't do Christmas crafting without a cat. Exactly. So this one's all in blues, a little orange kitty, kind of looks like queso. So good. And then pink Christmas, of course. This is a large. I love these different colored spice tints. Yeah. I don't come across the pink super often, but I do love the pink. And of course, I really am a big fan of non-traditional Christmas colors as well. So that one's got a little baby deer on it. And then the last one, I don't know. I usually have a favorite, but I just love this Santa Claus. He kind of has that younger Santa Claus little face. It's more of like a paper mache face on there. And then all the little presents and the little teddy bear there. So that's all the handmade I'm going to have tomorrow night on Virtual Antique Marketplace. If you guys have any questions about that, you're welcome to email me and I can walk you through it if you have any issues. Okay. So if anybody comes over there tomorrow, I would be super excited. So thank you guys.
And everybody, for example, Amie and myself, we all have link trees over on Instagram. We also have links over here on YouTube. So it's really easy to go ahead and find some of those links and it'll take you right over. And like everybody said in the chat, once you get over to Virtual Antique Marketplace over to Vamp, all you have to do is search Enamor Amie. It's going to come up and now you can follow
and
folks.
Kim put a link right into the chat. Thank you, Kim, for doing that. Yep. Thank you.
All right. So we're going to quickly say hello to some folks that we missed, and then we're going to jump right into it. So we did miss the one and only Peppermint Patty. It's good to see you. Hopefully you're doing well. Hello, Melanie. Welcome in, everybody. Happy Wednesday, everybody. Let's see who else is in here. I saw a few. Again, if I miss you, please don't ever take it personal. It's just the way the chat moves. Hello, Soul Nate. Good to see you, friend. Make sure you're following him and Katie Vintage and Vinyl. They have a fun jewelry sale Saturday nights at 10 p.m. Eastern time. So check them out. Always Sunny Thrifting. Love the name. Always have. So good to see you. Hopefully you are doing well. think, oh, yep, Deborah Williams. Good to see you, Deborah. Hopefully you are well. Phil, I said I did talk to you, but didn't officially get to say hello to you. So hello, I hope you are doing well. We are spanning that globe officially. And I think there's Linda. Hello, Linda. And I think that's going to get us back up. We got Retro D checking in. How are you, Retro D? And there is Sandra Bowers checking in. So welcome in, everybody. Let's get this sale started. We got some Christmas lovers here with us, and I will get us up. Rosie Clover's checking in. Good to see you. And let's get Amie back up here. And how much is your first?
I don't even know what to start with.
I don't know
even
either.
know what to start with. Okay, let's start with a choice because I do have a few choice rounds tonight. So let's do that. And it's going to start at $8.
All right.
So let me write this down real quick. I'm going to start with some greeting cards tonight. So these are pretty awesome. I found these at Elkhorn. I have not edited that video yet. But I do love me some mid-century greeting cards. And here are the two. And these are a little bit more special of a greeting card because they have applied styrofoam glittery snow that is 3-dimensional on both of them. So I'm going to show you each one. So I'm going to call this one Cat, meow meow, with a teeny little kitten there sitting in the snow playing with Santa's ribbon. But you can see the glitter on there. But if you feel this, it's tiny little balls of styrofoam is the best that I can describe it. And I don't know, it doesn't show up like super well on camera, but it is like 3-dimensional popped off the page. And same with the little snowflakes. There's little balls of snow that are around and down at the bottom as well. But I really love that style of Santa and the teeny tiny little birds. These are both used, and they're actually used by the same people. I think that these were their Christmas cards that they sent out that year, and these were just extras that they didn't end up using. The second one I'm going to call a sleigh, and same kind of deal. So we've got a snowy tree, snowflakes, and then this one's got the little sleigh with a tiny little pink angel that's helping load the sleigh with Santa and a little itty bitty bunny there sitting in the snow. And Ben and Helen signed this one as well. So created by Hawthorne Summerfield. If you guys know that I do collect greeting cards, I had not heard of that brand before, but now I'm interested because I really love the style of these. And I want to know what the rest of them look like. These were the only two that I dug through a bin for about 20 minutes. Mama Pam can attest to this because she stood there waiting for me. She was like, oh no, not ephemera. And I was like, but they're all Christmas cards. So measurement for these, they are 6 1/4 by 5. Okay. So how we're going to claim these is cat or sleigh, or winner can certainly take both of them as well. Okay. So we're going to count them down. Wanda's in at 10. Deborah, I saw your 9, and Peppermint Patty, I saw your 8. Yeah. So we are looking for 11 or more on choice. Let's count them down. I think because we do have quite a lengthy share tonight, and 16 rounds, we're going to try and move it along as quickly as we can move it along tonight. All right. So if you're interested in something, put in your bids early, and don't forget just in cases if you're bidding. Okay. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end.
Gosh, I've had these cards before, and these are phenomenal cards because I do love me some styrofoam at Christmas time. But it's the little pellets, and it's like little pieces.
It's the little, yeah. All right, there's the bid end from Karen. Thank you so much. So Deborah had a just in case of 11, but Wanda snuck a 12 in there right before the bid end. So Wanda, I'm pretty sure I know which one that you want, but if you want both, let me know. And then Deborah is going to be on deck. I'm pretty sure Wanda wants the cat one, but Wanda, I don't know what SA means.
It's all right. She probably sent it before.
Yeah, she probably typed it and sent it a little too quickly. She wants Kitty with Santa. That's what I thought. You got it. All right, so Deborah, let me know if you want the sleigh one. And then if Deborah passes, it'll go back to Peppermint Patty. I can just watch the chat. Thank you so much.
All right, guys. Well, if Amy's offering cards, my next round is going to start at $15. I have a vintage card holder. So let me get myself queued up here. Now, there is some typical fading on this. This is one of those felt ones, but the glitter is in very good condition. And the bottom part here, the new owner is going to have to glue that, okay? I left it as is. Sometimes if you glue these, they stain a little bit. So I figured I'd let the new owner go ahead and glue part of this bottom one on. But these are getting a little harder to find, and this is in very good condition. It is made of felt. This is made in Japan, although its little blue Japan label is long since missing, but it still has its original little tag that you would use to, tack or to hang on a little hook. Then this is the way they came. I love the fact that when they created these, it's very old school, kind of like a kid would have made it, or it would have been a craft that would have been made. But here's the face, and then you have your first pocket right here. So you have a little pocket where it says hi, exclamation point. So that's where you would put some of your greeting cards there. Then you have Merry Christmas down here. You can put some of your greeting cards in there as well. Or this makes a great mail holder at Christmas time. And then the little green pouch also opens as well, okay? So there is slight fading to the green, but it's in overall good condition. And in the back here, there might be just some discoloration because of glue, okay? He does have a little pom-pom nose, and this is all made of, it's kind of like a felt, but it's also almost like a cotton kind of felt. It's not in the the thicker felt. It's a little bit thinner. So
I love when they do the comma eyes.
I do too.
I love that.
I do too. And the full entire piece measures just about 28 inches long. So these are super fun. A lot of companies made them as not like go-alongs, but like Commodore made some of them, Holt Howard made some of them, and some of them were just made in Japan. So, and this is an easy little fix down here, a little dab of glue. I can glue it for you. If somebody does purchase it, you can let me know. I just kind of wanted to let it as it was found. So here they did join it. Now those are original staples. I've had some of these, so you can see there's a little staple there to hold it, to give it a little bit of integrity and a little bit of strength. So I'm not seeing any interest. That's all right. We will do a countdown of interest. This will be your last shot at the, it's probably 1960s. I would say it is a felt greeting card holder, and it does say hello, and then it says Merry Christmas, and then the green one just has those great atomic stars on it, or snowflakes have you. So we'll do a countdown if anyone's interested. If not, we will move on. So it's $15. We'll count down from 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Again, I love those little stars down there. It's in very good vintage condition. A lot of these didn't survive because they weren't stored properly. But we'll bring him back another time or take him to the store. There's our bid end. All right, let's keep it moving. Miss Amy, you're up.
18, Jason.
Okay.
I got a box of small shiny rays. Now these aren't the small size ones. These are like the in-between little feather tree ornaments. And I think this is likely my favorite size of shiny braids. I mean, I like all shiny braids, but I like these smaller ones, especially the boxes on these, because you can use the ornaments and then you can display stuff on or in the box for added bonus there. But they're all in here. There's a dozen little ornaments, and I believe these are 20 millimeter. They might differ in size just slightly. I notice with the vintage bulbs that they're not always exactly the same size, but there are some fun ones that don't come around in this one very often. Now there's a little, the side of the box is this, there's a little tear on the side of this end, but you know, the box, this is pretty typical for these, but let's open it up. All right, and they're all in there. And this was how I found it. I did get these in an estate sale last year. And so they're multicolored bulbs. There's 2 red, 2 pink, 2 blue, 2 green, 1 silver, and then 3, which are the special shaped, which are like the beehive ornaments. They do have kind of, they're ribbed I guess. And then they're a little pointed at the bottom. They look like Chinese lanterns. That's what they look like to me, or little beehives. So there's 3 of those that are in there. And I mean, all of the ornaments in here, like any kind of box that I've ever found of these, they're not like perfect. The paint's not perfect. There's a little, there's little spots and discoloration. There's a little pitting on some of them. Here's the little light blue one. So that one, where they sit in the box, I feel like if they're in there for a long time, they do develop those like sitting spots on there. There's the one silver. So there are 3 in yellow or gold, I guess you could call it, for the little honeycomb. I'll pull all those out. There's all 3 of those, and 2 green. And how I will ship these, I will not ship these in the box. I don't like to do that because the cardboard's very flimsy. And if you've got any glass from me, I don't leave stuff like in the original packaging. I just don't do it. So I will wrap each bulb individually, so they're more protected in there. But they all have the little metal tops with the tiny metal loop at the top. And so there's 2 of like that magenta. This one's got a little string on it. I just left that in there, like magenta pink. So the difference between the magenta pink and the red, red is this one, magenta pink. They're pretty close to each other, but there are a little bit difference in color in there. Okay, so that's all the ornaments. I showed them all to you. The window is still intact in the box. Sometimes that gets ripped super easy. But the box measures 6 1/4 by 4 3/4. And like I said, I think the bulbs are 20 millimeter. Usually it says on the end of the box what size they are, but it doesn't say. But I tried to measure it with my ruler, and I believe they're 20 millimeter. Okay, so not the smallest size that you can get. There's 2 other sizes that are smaller than this, and much larger ones as well. All right, so Trendolin's in at 20. We're looking for 21 or more. Let's count them down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. If you guys haven't seen my epic Christmas video from the Midwest Holiday Show, it's over an hour long. But if you guys like Christmas or Halloween or any vintage holidays, I would love if you checked it out. It's one of my favorite videos that I've edited since I've been making videos. I love it. All right, there's the bid end from Karen. Thank you so much. Trendolin, these are coming to you. Congratulations. Thank you so much.
All right, gang. I have a choice round, and mine is going to start at $18 choice. And I don't find these often, but I was very excited to find 2
Pixie pies.
itty bitty tiny pixies. Okay, they are both stamped Japan. They're in very good condition, minimal red paint wear, but they're $18 choice. Show them to you here together, and then we'll show them to you up close. Okay.
I haven't first either one of those, Jason.
This little ski guy I have never seen. The boot
He's
guy
so
I've seen before, and he is in very good condition with little to no paint wear. You can see his little feet are up in the air. Those are his skis. He took a little spill. He's got his little, I guess they would be your little ski sticks. Would they be ski sticks? I don't know. Your ski. What do they use? What do you? The things you use to get yourself going.
Well, the skis are what you wear on your feet, but the poles
Right.
are what's crossed in front.
Poles. That's what I was looking for. Words are hard for Jason. So his little poles are there. And what I love is he looks like he's got a little belly. Thank you, everybody. Now the lag is showing how horrible it is tonight because everybody's like, Jason, it's his poles. So he's a little surprised that he took a fall because he's like, ooh, with his mouth right there. And he's coming in at about 1.5 inches wide by about 2.5 inches tall. Now the lag's definitely hitting there. So we got it. I'll take poles for 1,000, Bob. So you have Japan stamped on the bottom. And thank you so much, Cindy. I see you're 20. I believe at one time there was a little wax pen. I'm sure at the little 5 and dime, they were 10 cents each. A lot of people even call these nickel or dime dolls. Do you know what I mean? It's that little size. So usually they get chipped on the ears. There's no damage here. You can see overall great paint on the back, just a little speck right there. And I have to believe that's the way he was painted at the factory. Okay. This little next guy here, he's in his little Santa boot or his little elf boot. He's actually climbing in or out of it. And you can actually see that they actually put some thread on it there kind of to hold it together, like, you know, a moccasin or something like that. So he is painted here in the front with the green and the red, of course. No damage to him. They didn't paint the green on the back, and there you can see him climbing in or out of the little boot, and he's cute. He's 2 inches wide and about 2.5 inches tall. So they're both almost about the same exact size. So these are fun.
And that's that mint green that I love when ceramic companies put it on there.
You know, and these are fun to add in with your larger pixies. These are fun. They're kind of scaled for some of the Christmas villages, and they're also great to keep out all year round if you collect, you know, minis and things like that. So Cindy Lou's in at 20. We're looking for 21 or more. It will be on choice, and it'll be choice. We'll call it shoe or skis. Okay, shoe or skis. So let's count it down just in case for active bidders. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid end. We're at 20, looking for 21 or more, and it will be shoe or skis. And top bidder has the right to pick or take both. There is our bid end. Thank you so much, Karen G. So it looks like our first choice goes to Cindy. So Cindy, let me know, did you want shoe or skis? You can take both if you're interested in both. You got them both, Cindy. Thank you so much. Thank you, guys. Let's move over to Amy.
All right. 36, Jason.
You got it.
I have a knee hugger tonight, but it's not your typical knee hugger. This one's actually a tree topper. I have seen these, but I've never run across one in the wild. There's actually 2 varieties of the knee hugger tree toppers. One has the tinsel wrapped around the bottom. The other one has kind of like a tinsel spray, if you will, that kind of like splays out around it. There's also angel ones that were made that way. But this guy's got like one of my favorite like knee hugger heads. I love the super pointy ears and just the cute little chubby cheeks, and I can't. So this one's got like it's like a mixture of gold and silver. If I'm really looking at it, tinsel at the bottom. So it's like a big long cardboard tube, you know, and that is your tree topper. He will sit on his own as well. He also has a hanger up here with a little paper Japan tag. So you can kind of hang him as an ornament, a really big ornament if you want to. He would need like a pretty sturdy branch, I feel like, to hang, because he does have some weight to him from the thick cardboard that is there. But he's really hugging them knees right there, and that's his little feet. He's really nice and clean. He's got actually two Japan tags, one on the hanger and then one on the back of his hat. And there's a fly on my screen. Sorry. Measurement. He's been flying around here. I don't know
summertime
when flies get in the house, because then they just circle. That's all. Okay, so you need to come up here and get that fly. The cats actually hunt the flies, and they've caught them before. Measurement for him, he is 8 inches tall. He's 8 inches tall. So he definitely, if you don't, use a electrified tree topper, he's definitely a kitschy version to put on the top of the tree. I love that face.
That face, he's up to no good. That's what I love.
He's definitely, I'm up to no good, Jason.
Definitely
I'm up to no good. Really the only thing, it's this mid-century green felt. It's always a little bit faded. And actually you can see it's a little bit brighter up here on the back where it is kind of bent up just a little bit, and that's probably just how he was stored, but at least the front looks really, really nice. And if you want to fix that, a little dab of glue and hold it down while it dries, then you can fix the little collar pretty good. All right, so he's in good shape. KB's in at 36, so we're looking for 37 or more. We're going to count Pixie Friend down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end.
I have never seen one of these tree toppers before, Amy. This is
really?
No, not like this. Not one of these. This is good. songs. Good. Love
I
him.
thought about saving him, but he wanted to come out to play tonight. So
Yeah, he's pretty fantastic.
And he's going to live with KB. Congratulations, KB. Thank you so much.
Thank you, KB. All right, guys, it wouldn't be a Christmas sale if I didn't have two things. One, a set of salt and pepper shakers, and two, trying to satisfy the fact that I haven't brought enough deer here to keep up with my contract with Amie. So the way I found them had these ribbons on. Okay, they're not hiding anything. There's no damage to the necks. I made sure to check, and there is no damage to the legs. But these are made by the Relco company, and they are the little kissing deer salt and pepper shakers. So usually these, you find these, there's a leg or so that is damaged, and these actually, not only are these shakers, but these make awful good just figurines. Okay, this makes a fun set to use in with your Christmas display. There you can see it's a 3-hole. We'll call him maybe the Mister. It could be either or, and they did kind of paint these a little, not sloppily, but not with the greatest detail for the spots. And they do both have their original Relco stickers on the bottom. They are missing whatever cork they had. So they both measure roughly, or let's say the largest one measures about 3 by 4. So they're both about 4 inches wide, but he is the tallest one. So let me kind of spin that to the back so you guys can see. Very cute set of salt and pepper shakers, not one that you find all the time in good condition. Usually they have an ear, a leg, or something damaged on them. Okay, so there's the one standing up, and then this is the little one here that's kind of trying to give a little pucker. They very much remind me of the Rudolph, like what is it, Clarice? Yes, Clarice, Rudolph and Clarice.
Yep.
You're right. So Melanie, thank you. I see you in a 20. This one is the girl, or they could be either or. They could be however you want them to be, but I always kind of imagine this one kind of looking up might be the girl to give a little peck to the boy. So thank you so much, Lisa. I see you're 22. This one does have its original foil sticker on the bottom, but they are just both missing their corks, and then the holes are here on the back of the head on that deer. So these are really fun. I mean, sometimes you see them. Hello, Sandy. I see you in at 24. Thank you so much, Sandy. Sometimes they're a little darker brown. Sometimes they're more this kind of tan brown, but they're just fun. And they're definitely 1950s ceramic. So again, no damage. They are the kissing deer, and they are made by the Relco company. I always want to say Relco, but these are the Relco company. No issues with the legs, no issues with the necks or ears. This is the way I found them. I actually found some deer on Tuesday. This came with a few that I had found, and they tied the same ribbon around. I guess they used it as their Christmas decor. So I thought it just kind of gave them a look. So let's count them down. We're looking for 25 or more. Sandy has the top bid, and we can do just in case if you're an active bidder. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Of course, these are great. Oh, bid end. Of course, they're great for all year. Deer lovers can keep them out all year round, or they're really fun to mix in with your Christmas display. So thank you all so much for the bids. I see them all coming in. Jill has a 26. I see a just in case from Sandy of 30. And then I see, come on, click there. And then I see a just in case from Lisa for 32 right there before the bid end. And Sandy, I'm sorry, your 33 did come in after the bid end. But the set of deer shakers is going to Lisa Day for $31. And thank you all for the bids and congratulations. Thank you. Thank you.
Hi, Brad.
Hello, Brad.
Okay, I'm doing a choice next at 10, Jason.
Okay.
And Jason brings deer because deer remind him of me, but I'm bringing records because these remind me of Jason.
Right.
Especially these children's Christmas records. I always love the sleeves on these. So I have 3 to choose from tonight.
That one's good. That one's good.
All of these, I had not found any of these before. Usually I find Frosty or I find Rudolph. Sometimes Santa Claus coming to town, but I've never come across any of these before. So the first choice is Irving Berlin's White Christmas. I love the cute little snow pixies with their muffs sitting in the tree. This is a golden record. This one does date to 1952. I have not test played. They do all have records in here, but I haven't test played any of them. Really, I picked them up purely for the graphics. All right. So I haven't test played any of the records, but that's the first choice. Super cute. And the second choice, these are both Peter Pan. This one is a golden record, and the other two are Peter Pan records. So this is the next one, Frosty the Snowman. I love the Santa graphics on this one for sure. This one is from 1961. It even has really cool graphics on the back side. And let's pull up the record here on this one. So there we go for this one.
Oh, they're good and clean, Amy. They look
that one is super clean, actually, looking at it. So these are all 45s. And this one also has God Rest You Merry Gentlemen, Joy to the World, sung by the Peter Pan Orchestra, which one of my favorites. I use them in reels constantly. And then the last choice is I Saw Mommy Kissing Santa Claus, also Ring Out the Wild Bells. I'm not sure if I know that song. Do you know that song?
Ring Out the Bells? No. I mean,
I don't know how that one goes. I'm not sure that I've heard that one. No, but Santa's jamming out on the bass cello there on this one. This one's from 1962.
Did you notice that one, Amy, when they made the graphic, his jacket looks like a hula hoop almost. Like it fits the era, like he's almost dancing with a hula hoop. Love it.
So those are the three. Those are the three choices. 61, 62, and 52. So actually, Irving Berlin is the oldest. And I didn't pull out the record of that one. So let's take this one's got a top. Oh, it's yellow.
Ooh, that's a good one. Oh, look at that tree on there.
Colored vinyl. All right. So Dana Haynes has got the high bid right now on choice. Melanie popped in there with a 13. All right. So I'm going to count them down, and how we're going to claim these, we'll do White Christmas, Frosty, and Mommy. Okay. So that's how we're going to claim those. All right. And winner can take multiples or all three if they would like as well. So we're going to count them down. Dana's got the high bid at 14. We're looking for 15 or more on choice. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Jason, I'm forever looking for the Colonel Christmas album that you need. I look all the time at the records.
I need that one, and I also need a Hippopotamus for Christmas, the original one. That one, and that one you might want to keep too. If you find. That one's a good one. Okay,
there's the bid end from Kim. Thank you for helping out there, Kim. So Karen had a just in case of 18. Dana had a just in case at 19, and Robin put in a just in case of 21. All right, so Robin, you're going to get first choice. So this one's White Christmas. This one is Mommy, and then this one is Frosty. So that's how we're going to do that in the chat. If you're on deck, keep in mind what you were looking for. If Robin doesn't take all of them, White Christmas, please. White Christmas, please. All right, she's taking Irving Berlin. All right, so the two Santas are left. Dana, you get next choice, and then Karen after that, Karen G after that, and then Karen Lord after that.
Gosh, you got some good ones there, Amy. Those are some good.
I love to look for these. I really do. And these are my favorite next to the picture records.
Mm-hmm.
Frosty. All right, Dana's taking Frosty. So Karen G, did you want I Saw Mommy Kissing Santa Claus?
I mean, Santa, he's wailing away there. He's
jamming out.
She wanted Frosty.
Okay. And Karen Lord, if this was something you were interested, just let me know down in the chat. Thank you guys so much.
All right. Guys, I found this just the other day, and I was excited, and it's starting for $25. If you guys have seen some of those how-to books when they show you how to create things in the 50s and 60s at Christmas time, I actually have one that's an example. This is a homemade job So for 25, you're getting a styrofoam. I can't believe I'm letting styrofoam go. It's a styrofoam Christmas tree, okay? Now, this is a twofer. I hope that the person who buys this does not take it apart, but it is a styrofoam triangle, so it is a styrofoam tree that comes in at 19 inches tall. It is wrapped with multicolor mercury garland, okay? I think it's actually a strand or two. So for 25, you're getting a original styrofoam, one of those craft jobs. Let's hold it like this. And it has the mercury garland around it, and it has period correct tinsel. So I do believe this is a heavier aluminum tinsel, probably from the 50s. And then they went ahead and they stuck multiple little ornaments in throughout the whole tree. So it's all original little push pins. Some of the push pins have little like pearls on. So some of them have little pearl toppers. Some of them are the metal ones. But I got to tell you,
I can't believe you're giving that
that's
fantastic.
Amy, I brought this home, sat it down, and I said, Tina, this is your call. It goes or it stays. And Tina said, well, I think we can share it with our friends.
Wow.
I said, okay.
Wow. I'm impressed.
Breaking my heart, but okay. And it is the garland that has the gold and of course that great emerald green look. And then, like I said, they wrapped it and they did it very symmetrically. They did it very, like if I was going to do it, this would be me. It has to be almost very even, like on the tree all the way down with the mercury garland. So, and I could not find any of the mercury beads that were broke. And then they went ahead and they either glued or they stuck one of the, probably the same size Amie had ornament here on the top. There is a little bit of wear, some paint wear to the garland, but it is super. I'll hold it like this. It's very 1950s, very atomic looking. This is going to look great as your centerpiece. You know, if you're buying it just for the mercury garland, I pray that you keep the rest of the tree, but for 25, it's worth that just for the garland. So, but this would have been in one of those how-to books that we sell from time to time. I have a styrofoam book that when I flipped through it, I found an example of this. So, and you can tell it's weird. You can age your styrofoam. This is a thicker styrofoam, so it's definitely period correct because as the weirdo I am, I collect vintage styrofoam. So, it feels right. It is right. And it is a whopping, and I was actually rounding down. It's a tick probably closer to 20, but we'll call it 19 inches. Okay. It is a homemade styrofoam tree, mercury garland. The period is correct with the tinsel. Let's go ahead and count it down. Trendolyn has it at 25. Thank you so much, Trendolyn. And let's count it down. If anyone else is interested, go ahead and put, I am a pro on styrofoam, Miss. Let's go ahead and count it down. 26 or more. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. And it is multicolored. There is some pinks in there. I didn't tell you all the colors, but yeah, pink, silver, gold, chartreuse, some cobalt. All fun, different colors, and they are the double beads. If you guys are familiar, they're the double garland beads. I was too nerding out on the styrofoam to actually explain the mercury garland. So, Trendolyn, it's yours for 25. Thank you so very much. It's one of a kind. All right, Miss Amie.
All right, 38, Jason.
You got it.
Okay, I do have a large pixie tonight. I do look for these larger pixies year-round to be able to have a few for the holiday season. They're not easy to find. I actually saved this guy back from last year. I had a few bigger ones when we had our Christmas marathon sale. And I think I had a larger one at Valentine's Day. But this guy is covered with gold polka dots. He is styling and profiling. He's actually posing for his Pixie senior photos. Good. And this is a large guy. There are much larger pixies than this, but this is considered a large pixie. All right. And he is made by Thames, Thames, Japan. He is stamped in red Japan on the bottom. Thames would have had a foil sticker. A lot of the Thames foil stickers, for whatever reason, I don't know, they didn't use very strong adhesive because they don't come around super often. And I can tell you that UCAGCO and Thames shared the same pixie molds because I have sold both this pixie in a different colorway with a UCAGCO sticker. And I've sold the same pixie with a Thames one in the past. So they shared molds. They did different sizes, different colors, but he just has the gold polka dots. He's not missing paint. Some of these, they just have a whole red suit or a whole black suit, but he is covered in polka dots. And they did a series of these pixies. There's the backside. So the cold paint on this is the gold and the face. Very minimal scratching going on. There's no chips on him, no repairs either. He does measure 6.5 inches long and 4 3/4 to the top of his hat. So
he'd be my New Year's pixie. I'd put him in my New Year's display.
He can stay out year round.
Yeah.
I feel like he's a multi-purpose pixie. He's not just for Christmas time. He works for just about any time of year. Pixies are good year round, I think. All right, so I see Miss Dana is in at 42. So we're looking for 43 or more. Let's count Pixie Friend down so we can keep it moving. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. I love those big old ears.
From the rear, Amy, you can tell he works out. He's a pretty
he definitely. Yeah.
No office butt there.
No.
He's lucky.
Pixies keep busy. That's what it is.
This is true.
All right. There's the bid end from Karen G. Thank you so much, Karen. All right. So lots of just in cases there at the end. Wanda had a just in case of 47. Dana had a just in case of 49. But Isabel put in just in case of 55. So Isabel for 50. Congratulations. Thank you so very much.
All right. I'm going to follow your big old pixie with my choice at $22. I have choice on these Anarco pixies. These are the little centerpiece guys. They did a little series of these in different poses, but these, I don't find them in this good of condition at often for a couple reasons. One, you usually find them that they're repaired. These have absolutely no repairs. You either find them without the original, because the way they came, they had the plastic fantastic ring. Usually the rings disintegrate and they are not present. Or third, you find them that a ton of the cold paint is missing from the faces, okay? These are in superb condition. I almost dare to say they are like brand new condition, and they're $22 choice. They measure 4 inches tall by 3.5 inches across. Hello, Tirza. Good to see you, friend. I love these. It is the same green that Lefton uses with their holly. So this little guy blends in with that beautifully. You can see there's no paint wear to the face. Even the little pom-pom has its original red paint, all right? They both have their little Anarco sticker on the bottom, okay, and their little code number. And they are these cute little pixies that are sitting on these little platforms in just marvelous condition. Thank you, Nikki. I see you're 22. Again, they measure 4 inches tall by about 3 inches across. I can't even give you anything really distinguishing different between them. So if someone just claimed one, they're both in equal condition. And you can see some of the green comes through. That's just because of the paint stroke, because they didn't paint it as thick on some spots, because these were painted cold paint on top of the green. So all of the green is fired, and then they painted the face on top. So if these weren't stored properly, thank you, Cindy. I see you're 25. If they're not stored properly.
I always see these without the holly.
I do too.
I'm missing the holly when I see
I do too. And that, to me, that's the selling point, because I love these with the holly. And a lot of times I find these with major neck repairs, but these don't have any at all. It even has the paint on the tip of the boot, which it can be missing too. So you have like 3 different cold paints going on that have the ability to be missing on each one of them. So you have 2 to choose from. We're in with Lisa at 27. So we're looking for 28 or more. Measures 4 inches tall. They're a nice, fun little size. These are great for mantles. They're great to put around your ceramic Christmas trees. Heck, if you had the little LED lights, you could wrap some LED lights in that plastic fantastic and light these little guys up. So, but they're super fun, and they both have their Anarco stickers on the bottom. So both are present, and there's no issues. And honestly, I'm a person that's balanced. That's why I offered them both. Some folks might bring one or two, but I figured maybe somebody wanted to put them on either side of their mantle. These would look great as centerpieces on a dining room table. And again, the Anarco made some holly of their own pieces, and these are very compatible with that. And it is almost the same green that Napco uses and the same green that Lefton uses. So Cindy's in at 30. Again, it's on choice. You top bidder can take one or two. And one final thing, even the little red berries are pretty much all present. I really can't see that any of the little red berries are missing either. And it's clean. It's not filled with dust. Sometimes they're icky and dirty. These are really, really clean. So let's go ahead and count them down. We're looking for 31 or more. It will be on choice, one or two. Cindy's in at 30, counting down 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Again, it's bidding on choice. We're at 30 with Cindy on the little Anarco Pixie centerpieces. I always call them centerpieces or little figurines, whatever you want them to be. Pardon me. And there's our bid end. Thank you so much, Karen G, for being our official mod and bid ender. And thank you, Kim, for being backup. So Cindy, you get first choice. Let me know, Cindy, at your 30, did you want one or two? You get first dibs if you want one or two. If you just want one, then we'll go backwards to Lisa at 27. But you get first choice, Cindy, on the little pixies. And again, they're both in very good condition. So you just got to know if you want one or two. Hello, Sandra D. Good to see you.
Hey,
how
you
are you?
Nice.
Hello, everybody. One and some can share in the joy. All right, Cindy, thank you. One goes to you. So, Lisa, did you want the other one at 27? Lisa, you can have one at 27. And if you pass, it'll go back to Nikki. So, Lisa, you are on deck. Did you want the second one at your bid for 27? If you do, just say yes, and it can be yours. And if you pass, it will go back to Nikki. But again, they're in. Okay, everybody wins. Thank you so much. Thank you.
I love when that works out. Okay, $40, Jason.
You got it.
Now, these are starting higher because I've never seen them in person before. I knew they existed. I've never run across one in the wild before. And these are all in their original box. I went to a really epic Christmas estate sale last Thursday before Barb's sale last week. And I did bring a set of Jewel Brights last week in the box. But this box is just, I don't know. I'm kind of speechless about these. Are pretty fantastic. So these are new in package. I don't think that they've ever come out to actually hang on a tree, Jewel Brights. So these date to the 60s. And it's not really showing on camera as much, but the plastic that these are in are pink and purple. Pink and purple, which is unheard of, basically. And I don't think I've ever run across a pink or purple, just single Jewel Bright ornament. But these have little spun head. Hopefully that you guys can see through the plastic and that it's focusing. But little spun head, polka dot pixies with little tinsel arms. Oh my gosh. And tiny little spun head snowmen. These might be the coolest Jewel Brights I've ever come across. I've got more, but I'm saving them for November, dang it. But I had to bring these because I was so excited about finding these. Mr. Williams says that he has some of these and they were not easy to find. So the fact that I'm holding a whole box of these right now is pretty fantastic. So truth be told, I was very tempted to keep these, but I don't need to keep these. I don't. So I'm passing them on. And the good thing about them being in the box, you can use this as a riser and display some other stuff on it if you don't want to hang the ornaments on the tree. In my reel, I had Mr. Pixie Friend leaning up here. I mean, use your boxes. The graphics on these are pretty amazing, mid-century. Jason had a box of these on Sunday with the same mid-century graphics there. I love the box graphics on these.
These are they're your first generation of Jewel Brights. They're the first generation.
The box itself measures 4.5 by 9.5, and each of the Jewel Bright ornaments is about 3.5 inches. I can get one out of here, and so I can show you a little close up. Maybe my camera's going to cooperate, but this is one of the pink ones, and they all have these little starbursts kind of imprinted on the back plastic. It's a light pink. I know it's showing kind of silver there, but super duper cute. I love Kitschmas at its best. Okay, I see Miss Gutierrez is in at 55. Thank you guys so much. And we're looking for 56 or more. I am going to do the countdown so we can keep it moving. We have a lot more goodies to get to tonight. So we're looking for 56 or more. I would encourage anybody that's bidding to use the just in cases. I don't want anybody to be super sad and come in after the bid end. Okay, so let's count these guys down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. William said, look in their cone. There's a surprise. Is it that they marked Japan in there?
Yep.
Okay.
And actually, William pegged it. I got a few of these little ones, and we didn't know what they went to. And he actually messaged us, and he was
gotcha.
On.
They were outside of their Jewel Bright. Got it.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Spot on. Whew, it's all coming.
Okay. There's the bid end from Karen. So right there at the end, Stacy Kurtz had a bid of 60. Trenolin had the first just in case of 65. Kara had a just in case of 65. But Isabel had a just in case of 97. So Isabel's going to take them for 66. Congratulations, Isabel. I love these. Thank you.
It's an epic set of Jewel Brights, and they weren't even scuffed, Amy. They are in so good condition. All right, guys, $40. And this is probably, if you were to ask me what is my top 10 favorite Santa Clauses, he's going to be in that top 10. He is one of three.
He's a good one.
He's one of the three that they made from the Christ Company. He did need just a little bit of touch-up. Tina did touch him up, but I can't even tell you where at. So he needed a little bit of TLC, but he was in overall good condition. $40. These are getting extremely harder to find, and they are going for extreme prices. And one of the things that is a selling point, I think, for him is the fact that the Merry Christmas is stamped so crisply. Some of those aren't stamped the best.
They're usually pretty sloppy.
Yeah, you don't get a full Merry Christmas. He also is in super good condition with minimal crazing. A lot of times these guys do get damage to their mustaches, but he is just in very good vintage condition, okay? He does have his original Japan sticker. Again, $40 if anyone is interested. He measures about 5 inches tall by about 3.5 inches across. So these Christ ceramics, especially this series, you have him kind of doing the hello, Merry Christmas. You have one holding, I think it's a stocking, one holding a stocking, and then I think there's one holding something else. I forget what the third one is doing. So, but again,
the paint on him is phenomenal.
It is. And Tina did minimal work to him. He was in fabulous condition. Somebody took very good care of him. Let me spin him around for you. Again, he is the Christ Company, and he is the greeting, kind of like hello, Merry Christmas. So again, a lot of the things me and Amy have tonight are going to be for collectors. I did try to come in lower than, other places. I mean, these are, I think, if you guys know the Kitschmas and you guys know the ceramics, you know that $40 is a really good start price for him, especially seeing that he has no damage whatsoever. Even the little ermine black spots are super good. He has a fun little pink nose on there. The beard is in good condition. Like I said, no damage to the mustache. He has that fun gold little belt. And of course, then here at the bottom, let me get it to focus for you. It does say Merry Christmas. A lot of times if you find these, that they didn't stamp it properly, they were in a hurry. This one is in really good condition. You can kind of see a little bit of the end there is missing to kind of prove my point, but for the most part, you get the point that it says Merry Christmas. So he does have his original Japan sticker, very clean. You can even see the bottom porcelain is super vibrant, but he is really, really fun. He does stand on his own. He would be a perfect little centerpiece in your little arrangement in your display, kind of put him in the middle as the ringleader for all your other kitsch. And he does measure 5 inches tall by 3.5 inches.
And you collect the Christ ceramics. You already have him, I'm
We
assuming.
do, yes. He was actually one of the first ones I had ever, actually when I was a teenager, I bought one of these damaged and kept him for decades. And then it was probably 10 years ago, we did trade that one out on a better one. So, and thank you so much, Isabel. I see you're 40. It actually, when I bought him when I was a teenager, I didn't know until just a few years ago that there were the other two that there was a set of 3, and you bought them individually. They didn't come all together. So you got to find each one. A lot of times it seems like folks bought him by himself, and then you do find the other 2 together a lot. I don't know why, but they were sold individually to the best of my knowledge. So we're in at 40 with Isabel. Thank you so much. Let's go ahead and do a countdown. If anyone else is interested, please put in a bid. Overall, she did little work to him just to touch him up, but we wanted to make sure he was perfect for his new home. So 41 or more, 20, 19, 18. The damaged one exists. Well, it might. Well, you guys wait till we get to our fantastic find. So 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. You are right, Gavin. He is a very happy Santa. And if you had something that you could rest in his hands, he could hold something. I just think he's really fun. And I know I'm going to sound like a broken record, but collecting this ceramics, it's not getting any easier to find any of this Christmas anymore. So, all right, Isabel, congratulations. He's coming to you for $40. All right, Miss Amie.
All right, I have one handmade thing for tonight, and it's going to be my next round. $40, Jason.
You got it.
I have one of my kitsch can arrangements tonight, and I have been waiting to find the perfect can for this guy. Now, I can tell you that the little yarn weirdo is made in Japan. The little dapper snowman is made in Japan. It wasn't a handmade ornament. I actually bought this when I was visiting Pennsylvania in April, shopping with Tina, Jason, and Bill. And I think this came from Black Rose.
Did it?
It came with a Halloween one. It was 2 strapped together. Anyways, yeah, it was the very first one that we went to. Was it
Where
Black
did
Rose?
we go the first one?
I
Did
think
we?
so.
Maybe we went to
but anyways, he has little flocked paper face. He's just so cute. I couldn't. And the fact that he's holding a candy cane, what looks to be like he is, he's dancing, like his little cane. And then I found the perfect can for him that even has the little top hat, the Ritz Cola can. I do like to always say where this is from, Miami, Florida. I had never come across one of the Ritz Cola cans before, but awesome silver and red graphics on there. And he told me, he was like, I got to live on this can. So we've got a little tiny vintage ornament here in silver, one of the spun balls there on the side. This was original to him. I did not add that. And a little white bottle brush tree on the back. I have signed it here down at the bottom. So he's totally one of a kind. I'm not ever probably going to find these two to combine together again. And I love these little yarn weirdos. I don't know. I just discovered these guys existed a couple years ago, and I can't get enough of them. And they do make them for every holiday too. So measurement for this is 9 inches tall to the top of his little top hat, and about 3.5 because his little candy cane that's hanging off the side there. All right. So I see Isabel's in at 57. So we're looking for 58 or more. And we're going to count it down. I encourage you guys to use those just in cases. All right. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Putting on the Ritz.
I cannot remember where the first place was that we went. I have no idea why I can't.
I was trying to think of what you guys bought there, but I can't even remember that.
I feel like it was Black Swan we went to. No, I know where it was. It was Yesteryear Antiques.
It was Yesteryear. Yeah, you're right. It was Yesteryear. Yep. Okay. All right. Some things did come in after the bid end. I'm going to let you know that now. Karen, thank you for the bid end. Debbie had a just in case of 80. Then we go to Isabel with a just in case of 100. Tammy had a just in case of 101. But Peppermint Patty really, really wanted this. And with your just in case, Peppermint Patty, this is coming to you for 102. Congratulations. Thank you so, so much. Thank you guys for being here with us tonight. And thank you guys week after week for supporting Jason and I. We don't really express that it means so much to us that you guys support us week after week. So thank you so much.
It does. And thank you guys. Yeah, we couldn't do this without you guys. Thank you so very much. And Karen G, thank you for being our official mod and bid ender every week. And then Kim, thank you for being our backup. We couldn't do it without you ladies. So my next item is going to start at $45. In all the years that I've been collecting or reselling Christmas, I have never found one in this good of condition. So this is made in Japan. This is what is known as a little twinkle light house. Okay. This is from the late 1950s, and this is incredible. And let me explain to you why. Because it switched out. First of all, it does say made in Japan here. The base is made out of wood. The house is made out of reverse painted and etched glass. Okay. So that house is made out of glass. You have the little celluloid reindeer with both of its antlers. You have Santa there in very good condition. It's the twinkle light because this has its original bulb here. And when the filament heats up, it flickers. So we have its original tree top that's on top of the bulb. Okay, so there's a bulb under there. So in the event the bulb does burn out, you can replace it. They do reproduce those twinkle ones, okay? But there it is lit up. The electrical components are in very good condition. The cord is superb. So you can see underneath here, that's how the wire runs in. It has its original tack underneath the wooden base. All right. So you can see it is this fun arched little house, and it twinkles into that glass. And then you spin it around. You can see here is the back. So the house is made of glass. So you say to me, Jason, I'm Google searching this. Why is it $45? Well, I'm going to explain to you why it's $45. So you get that. But I have its original box. And the original box in and of itself is awesome decor. So for the $45, unlike other places, you're not only going to get the new old stock house that I don't think really spent a Christmas out and about, but you're getting the original twinkle light box, okay? The box has phenomenal graphics on it. There's no issues to the box. It says what it is. You can see the box has that great, like minty kind of green, almost blue effect to it. William, thank you. I see you for 45. Brad, I see you for 48. The inside of the box is super clean. No issues to it whatsoever. I'm leaving whatever tissue paper was in there, but you're getting the original box. So it shows exactly what is supposed to go in there. So it is the correct box. I love, look at the way look at Santa on there. And then the way they showed the tree. So again,
besides the time machine to go back in time to go to Woolworths at Christmas time, I also need a shrinking machine to go inside this house.
I hear you. I mean, these houses, when you do find them, they're missing things, but this one is in very good condition. It actually has reversed on the inside. So if you can see the windows here, it is reversed mirror on the inside, so it fully reflects. So those mirrors do have some etching on the inside. So it is red and green with some brick. Usually there's some other kind of issues. Brad, I see you're 55. Thank you so much. Usually there's issues here going on with the plastic, with the celluloid, but I also want to show you that the cord is in very good condition. So I know some folks get nervous plugging things in. William, thank you. I see you at 75. I'll tell you, I would not be afraid to plug this in. I'd plug it into a surge protector, but I think you're going to be good to go. And it's a nice long cord. So this is something that you guys could put on your mantle and use and then run the cord down. So again, you're not only going to get the phenomenal house, and it is putz too. So it does have the mica glitter on it. It does have some of the putz cardboard mixed in, but this is wood. This is wood. This is, I think, like a composition cardboard pulp they used. And then you have the tree, which is the bulb. Then you have the celluloid, so on and so forth. So let's count it down. You're going to get both, not only the house, but the original box. We're in at 75 with William. And again, you can go other places, but none of them have a box. So let's count it down. We're looking for 76 or more. We are doing just in case for active bidders. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. And again, this is from the mid 1950s, not quite the early 50s. I think the little bit of research I could find, it is from the middle 50s, especially with the mix of everything that they used.
This is one of the coolest Christmas pieces you brought so far this year, Jason.
Thank you.
I'm speechless. I don't even know what to say.
I don't even have one like this in my collection. So, William, my friend, it's coming to you. Congratulations. Thank you so much, sir. All right, Miss Amy. It's
awesome.
Good.
The box just took it over the top.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. My next item is going to be my highest start item for the evening, and it's going to start at $60. And if you guys did watch my holiday Midwest holiday show video this weekend, you will recognize him. But in the video, he did not have a hat. And this is a Holt Howard piece. And he is from the Three Kings Children set. Most people call it the Wise Men set. That's a little bit easier to remember. Actually, truth be told, I forget that they're called the children. And he is a ceramic head, and he does have a cone body. You can see there's a little bit of bending, but I have never run across one of these in the wild before. There's actually two at the show. The other one I left behind because it was missing the original little paper lantern that he was supposed to be holding. This one does have the original little staff there that he's holding in his hands, and neither one of them had the original crowns. Okay. And I will say I spent way too much time making a crown to look pretty darn close to the original, and it is not permanent on the head. It's just got a little foam adhesive dot. If anybody gets this tonight, I will send a sheet of these. It's removable. It's not going to damage the ceramic at all, so you can take the hat on and off, especially for storage. But I just couldn't leave him behind, and I was like, you know what? I bet you I can make a crown. So I painlessly found images from all angles. I did just slightly differently, though. They had glitter on the original, and I used some vintage trim on here to give it a little bit more sparkle. And on the top, the original crown would have had red flocked paper on the inside, and I have used tissue paper, and it's got a felt bottom to it. And I wanted to show you what the other ones look like because they really don't come around very often. So I did get out of my library here, so you can see all three together. And the reason that he has red inside of his crown, so the one that I have is the one in the middle, and you can't really see the red inside the crown, but I did find other ones that you could see it. But because the other two have pops of red in them, that's why the inside of his crown has red in it. But that is all of the Three Kings Children, and they come bearing gifts, just like the Wise Men. I'm not sure why they were called that exactly, but there we go. So it is removable. The paper on here does have a little bit of bending, okay, and it does have chenille trim that goes around, and some decorative trim that goes around the neck.
Okay.
And I think it's overall good condition, and I had to get him because I just don't see these. I have never seen one in person anywhere. And I have a motto that I try not to leave Holt Howard behind if I can help it. But measurement for him, he is actually I didn't measure him with the crown on. He's about 8.5 inches tall with the crown on, and without the crown, he's about 7. Okay, so the crown is removable. All right, but just be delicate with it. And when I pack it, I will leave the crown off, and I will include the dots, and then you can make the choice if you want to put it on there or not. You could just set it next to him if you want to do that as well. But at least he feels like his head is more with the times, right? He's more fashion forward now with his crown back on his head. Okay.
Good
So
job.
Heidi's in. Hello, Heidi is in at 65, and Peppermint Patty, I saw your 60 as well. So we are looking for 66 or more. I am going to count it down. Jason's got a pretty nice piece of Holt Howard. I'm sure he's going to bring next as well.
Yes.
So let's count him down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. This is about the most wear that is, there's a little punch in the paper right in there. You can kind of see it on the back right there, but just a little bit of bending. I really think that he's in fabulous shape for his age.
That crown you made is phenomenal, Amy. You did a really good job.
Way too long making it. So we're at least an hour, maybe longer than that, because doing all the research to see what it looked like from all the angles. Yeah. All right. So there's the bid end from Karen G. Thank you so very much. So Heidi Scott, you are the winner at 65. That is a new name to me. So do make sure and email me your information during the sale tonight so I can get you invoice on Saturday this week. And congratulations for your first purchase. Thank you so much.
It's a good one. That's a good one. All right. Well, I'm going to follow Amy like you alluded to. Mine's going to start at $60 as well. We actually purchased 2 of these Feather Girls down in New Jersey. We got home and we were digging through a tote and we realized Tina already has this one. So we are going to offer up this one. This is the hot pink feathered Holt Howard girl. She does have her original. A lot of times that's missing. She does have her Holt Howard sticker and she does have the center to the cone doll part. Her feathers are superb. Her this feathered one is just a little loose. Other than that, all the feathers are in very good condition. Her nylon wings are superb, in very good condition. And they did make 3 of these holding different things. So I don't know what she may have been holding, but she's missing that. So, I mean, you can put whatever you want to in her hands, but she is phenomenal. So she measures 8 inches tall by about 7 inches wide. And I do want to say hello to our friend Andrew. Please make sure you're following him over at Vintage Samples. If you guys love the Christmas, you're definitely going to love his channel. So, but again, $60 if anybody is interested. She is in very good condition. Her cold paint, even here on the berry part, is good. The gold is good. The paint on the face is superb. There's little to no crazing. There is flesh tone, but it's getting a little washed out. So she does have flesh tone there, but she's just a fun little cone doll. And I don't even know if
the camera doesn't even like the hot pink. It's like,
no, it doesn't.
Color. No.
And if you guys are into glowing things, it does fluoresce under black light. So, I mean, that's a given with how vibrant and bright she is. So she does definitely fluoresce under black light. So they did give her some pipe cleaner arms. And the way the arms are bent, I believe she might be the one that was holding maybe the little songbook. That's an easy fix. These are fun. If you guys have little, tchotchkes, a couple folks that I know collect these hang like a little bell in their hand. They do other things with them. So, but she is Holt Howard. These are not getting any easier to find. Neither are the ones that Amy offered. This one I think is really in superb condition because you get the full cap, let's call it, the full base to the cone with the Holt Howard sticker. And again, she is just gorgeous. If you guys don't have any of these in your collection or have had the privilege to see any of them in person, like Amy's Wise Man and along with this, they're stunners. I mean, this is that mid-century Christmas, I think, at its best. So she
will work for Valentine's Day too.
Oh yeah, you're right, Amy. I didn't think about that. She is great for Valentine's Day, and she measures 8 inches tall by 7 inches wide. So really fun and really good condition. She even has a little side eye going. So again, the heads are ceramic, the bodies are cardboard, and then of course she has all these feathers on her and the nylon here on the wings. There are no holes. There's no wire popping through, and you can see the glitter on it. Just so good, and I think these are so fun. So Peppermint Patty, thank you so much. I see you in at 60. So we are looking for 61 or more. We're going to keep it moving. Let's do a countdown. If anyone else is interested, we're going to start the countdown. And Peppermint Patty, you might want to use just in case. So let's do it. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. I don't know if that's even going to make it pop a little bit more, but it is bright. And the feathers sometimes start to disintegrate. These feathers are in very, very good vintage condition. So there is our bid end. Thank you so much. So Peppermint Patty, congratulations. She is yours for $60.
That's fine.
All right, Miss Amie.
I always I haven't found one in quite a while that hasn't been molting.
Yes.
They can get some missing feathers pretty easily if they're not stored correctly. So that one looked really nice. $12, Jason.
All right.
All right. I have this kitschy little guy. I actually had one of these I listed on Vamp, and somebody in the chat tonight already bought him. So I actually, the next time I went back to Elkhorn, she brought more Christmas. So I got another one. I couldn't resist this guy. He's just so dang cute. And it's not just flocked. It's actually like fuzzy little fur on the bear. And this is an ornament. He does have his little Made in Japan little wired hanger there. And he actually, you can pose him. I could get his arms to bend just slightly, but the legs they don't want to do a whole lot there. So I wouldn't recommend like trying to make him sit or anything like that. But my gosh, he's the cutest, cleanest little Santa bear I have ever seen. And he does have that little styrofoam snow in his beard. And all of the bears that I found like this, I actually have elf bears as well. And the one elf bear I have left, I'm going to be doing something crafty with him because he doesn't have the hanger anymore. So he was just kind of a bear. But they all had these little specks of snow in the beard, which I think is cute. And he's got his little bottle brush tree in his hand, little paper accents for the belt, felt little Santa suit, and super fuzzy little fur. He's even got little feet pads on there, but he's just Santa bear. He's just adorable. Measurement for him, he is 5.5 by 3. 5.5 by 3.
God, I love
That's
him.
what's there. Super cute. And he has a little plastic applied eyes there, and his little teeny tongue and nose and mouth are all felt. All right, really nice and clean. No really issues I can note for him at all. Jameen, I see you're 13, and Jody, I see you're 14. So we're going to count Santa bear down. And we're going to keep it moving. We're looking for 15 or more, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ho, ho, ho. I just feel like the ho, ho on the bear is not going to be deep Santa ho-ho.
No.
I just don't think so.
God, he is cute, Amie.
He's adorable.
Love him.
When I go back in September, maybe she'll have even more critters for me to bring back. All right, there's the bid end from Karen. Thank you so much. So Jameen did put in a just in case of 21, but Stacy snuck a 22 in there right before Karen's bid end. So Stacy, congratulations. Santa Bear is coming to you. Ho, ho, ho.
Alrighty, guys. I actually have a book tonight, and it is a pop-up book, and it's going to start at $40. The condition in this is in overall good condition, okay? It has everything that it's okay. All the components I think are present. There's a part that has a balloon. The balloon disintegrated, which is usually what happens with these. So the balloon did disintegrate. There are 2 spots where they want you to watercolor. The child did watercolor, okay? But there's no rips, there's no tears, there's no writing in it. Even the little paintbrush is still here, and even the paints are here, okay? So they didn't really overuse the paints. So this is a pop-up book. It is from 1951. It is Santa's Merry Carnival. And if you guys love elves,
I love
these elves in here. They have elves and poodles in here, and they are some of the most So there's some of the best versions of them, period, hands down, okay? So the book is made by the Polygraph Company of America. It's from 1955. The book measures 10 inches long by 8¼ inches wide, okay? MJ, I see you in at 40. Thank you so much. And the pop-ups on this are phenomenal. It does have the spiral side, okay? So the spiral side, no rusting to that. The back is very clean, maybe just a little bent here or there. But a little clown butt coming at you. Merry Christmas, okay? So the first page, I think, is the winner chicken dinner. They all pop out at you. So you get Santa and all of these fun elves completely popping out. They did not write who the book belongs to. So like I said, there's no writing in it, but just that alone. And these pop-up books are fun to open up and use in your backdrop. So hopefully you guys are seeing all those fun little elves on top of Santa as they're busting into the Merry Carnival, all right? So there's your first page. Bear with me, guys. I will go fast, but I don't want to bend any of the pop-ups, okay? So, and then the second page here, this has the little paintbrush still. Let me get this page here so it doesn't bend. Just bear with me, okay? So this does have the little original paintbrush with all these fun little elves. You're right, Karen, for 73 years old, it is. I'm amazed that these books have lasted. So the graphics in here are very vibrant. There's no mustiness. There's no stains to it. So there you have Santa. And again, here's the little apparatus they wanted you to use as the paintbrush. So that is still there. I guess maybe he or they used another paintbrush. So let me open this up here so you guys can see. Let's sit it down here. So this one opens up, and then the steam, the pipe organ, you have the little arms and the little elves coming out.
I think I've seen this one before.
And I had a circus style one when we did our marathon last year.
Yeah.
I had never seen this version either. This one is a fun version. And as I did a little bit of research, this one I couldn't find many versions of. So you can see he's playing, and then you can see the little top hats and the arms.
The anthropomorphic pipe organ.
It's good. And then this one is where the balloon is missing. There would have been a balloon attached to the clown's hand, and the little balloon part did disintegrate. So that is missing, but the little clown does pop out, which I think is super fun. Again, then this one here, oh my God. Here, this one is I think this is the cannon, and then you have the mice coming out of the cannon. So here you have
swallowing the sword.
Santa, yep. So he's got the sword swallower, and then you have the cannon with the mice coming out. All of it's intact, which is amazing, and the color is very vibrant. Then this page here has the original 3 watercolors. So they're still here. They didn't watercolor the clown, but they did go ahead and do the seal's ball, okay? I did my best to make sure nothing else was missing. The only condition issues is that they did paint. Wait till you see this. So you guys love kitsch. Look at that kitschy elephant. Look at the pastel colors they used on there. I mean, if you guys love circus theme, if you guys collect elephants or elves or Santa, look at the big candy cane. I mean, my God. And then he's giving the elephant some water. Like, look at the plaid, and he's got his shorts on. Like, this one was a hard one to give up. So now this one opens this way, okay? So these are some little monkeys, okay?
Oh my gosh.
And it still has its little rod there, and then you're supposed to play, and the monkey's supposed to spin on the trapeze, okay? So all of that is intact. Hopefully you guys are seeing, look at all those fun monkeys. And then over here you have this, look at the monkey on the trike. Like, I mean, I can't believe that's all intact. So it is a full activity
but that didn't just totally fall out of there and go missing.
Right. It is a full activity book. And then back here, this is one of your last pages. This one pops out and it's 3-dimensional. They're getting into the little circus train. You have some of the rest of the circus folk, and Santa and everyone's having a fun time. And then here is your last page. And that was another color page where they did do some of the coloring on it. All right. But overall, this is in very good condition from 1955. I just got to show you that one more time. That is the front page that opens up. So I'm going to hold that for you guys.
That would be such a cute backdrop.
It is. Something. And the blues and the golds and the little elves and Santa, this is good. 1955 at its best. 99% of everything is intact. Not all the activities were done in it. So Isabel's in at 42. We're looking for 43 or more. Let's go ahead and count this down. We are doing just in case for active bidders. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. I got you, Tracy, in at 43. Let's get this closed while the lag, because I do not want this one to bend or get damaged. It's lived a very, very long time. Thank you guys so much. I see MJ Bears just in case. You're right, Sandra. It is good. Really, really good. I love this book, those colors, all of it. Thank you for the bid end, Karen G. So Tracy had a 47. Isabel had a just in case of 67. MJ Bear had a just in case of 80. So for 68, MJ Bear, congratulations. It's a fun book heading your way. All right, Miss Amy.
Congrats, MJ. That's a really cool one. Really cool. All right, 25, Jason.
Okay.
Now, this is going to be challenging for me to show, okay? But we'll get through it. All right, so we're going to start with the box, because the box is fantastic. Well, the lid of the box is fantastic. Okay, can we just take in all of the snow people goodness, even little baby brother and sister snowmen, snow people. Oh my gosh. And it is got gold accents to it. I think this alone would be just like cute to display. But there's stuff in here. I have been, this came from Mama Pam and I's antique show that we do in March. I bought this from a brand new vendor that had never set up at the show before. And I have another one, but I'm bringing that one closer to holiday time with a little angel on the box. But that one's just full of wrapping paper. This is all full of all sorts of stuff. So you're going to get everything that is in here. I did try and organize it, although it's probably not going to stay that way. So I'm going to show it all pretty to you in here, and then I'll take everything out and show it to you. That everything that you're getting in here. Okay, so first off are these awesome little tags that come in here. So there's two of each of the designs, Santa in the car and then Santa in front of the tree. And these are little like open kind, and they all have little graphics on the back side. So there's two of each design, 4 of those. Okay, I'm going to try and get through this quickly because there's a lot of stuff in here. All right, and then there's, a few of the little tape-on tags there, 2 bells, a poinsettia, and some really cool mid-century ornaments. Okay, and then we get into the tie-on tags. So there's some of this kind here. That one says, do not open till December 25th. There's 3 of those, and then one with the candle of those. And then there's a whole stack of larger tie-on tags. So there's a big bunch of these. I didn't count these, of the decorating the Christmas tree, all with the original little string that would come with them. There's a whole bunch of those.
I love that one.
And then there's 2 of this kind of people coming to visit or caroling at the front door. So there's 2 of those. There's Kitschtastic Plastic poinsettia. I approve. I didn't put that in there. That was in there when I found it. Then there's 2. Well, actually, there's 3. There's 3 different sections of vintage ribbon in here. This one still has the little foil wrapper on here, the little gift tie. So there's two different kinds of red, and then the green foil. I'm getting here, you guys. And then there's a whole stack. These are kind of, how they are on the back. This was how I found it in the box, so I'm just leaving it in here. A whole bunch of different kinds of Christmas seals. I, of course, love the meow meow, the little holly cat up here at the top, and all sorts of fun. Definitely a lot of possibilities for that. And then we're getting into the wrapping paper. Now there's sheets, and then there's cut pieces in here. Okay, so we'll start with this one. I love it so much.
Oh my God, the font!
It's fantastic. There's some really cool
paper. God,
really cool paper in here. This one, here's a double sheet of this mid-century goodness. I love vintage wrapping paper.
Good.
If you guys watched the Midwest show, there was a whole booth of just awesome paper. This is just a little bit that's in here. And here is another little bit that's in here of the fun Santas. And then here is a piece of this with ornaments and candles. It's that minty green. I love that. Here is foil. There's a foil wrap here. This is I think this was probably maybe wrapped at some point and saved. The foil wrapping paper. That one's pretty cool. This one's cool. This is that thinner, late 40s, early 50s paper. Thinner paper with candles and holly leaves. And I'm getting toward the bottom. All right, here's a small bit more of that. And then there's another piece of the candles and the ornaments. So that's everything that's in the box. Craft with it, display it, whatever you want to do with it.
You're right, Debbie. It's a Christmas smorgasbord.
It's a Christmas smorgasbord. Yes, absolutely. And then you get the fabulous box. I am never going to get it back in here as nicely as I had it before. So I'm just going to quickly shove it back in here, and I'm just going to hold up the box lid while we count it down. Mr. William is in at 25. So we're looking for 26 or more. You're getting the whole kit and caboodle of Christmas goodness, and we're going to count it down. Dana just popped in there with a 26. All right, so we're looking for 27 or more. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. And Karen and a few other people asked if I bought any wrapping paper at the show. No, I didn't, because I was trying to behave. But I'm going back in November. So we'll see what we can bring back in November. I feel like it's going to be harder in November to be able to pick out what to bring home. All right, there's the bid end from Karen. Thank you so much. All right, so Kara did put in a bid of 30, but William did have it just in case. So William, this is yours for 31. Congratulations. Thank you so much.
All right, guys. My next round is going to start at $25, and I'm going to call this kind of like Kitsch Holy Grail. Okay, this is we didn't even realize we purchased it until after we purchased it. What we had. So this little guy here is in very good condition. Now there is a little bit of his thread that is starting to separate right under here. Okay, but I'll show that to you in a minute. I think that's a little bit of disintegration to it, but he's in overall good condition. If you guys love Kamar, if you guys love Dream Pets, this is actually called, and it is made by a company, it's a Culvert original, and it is one of their little Santa mask dolls, okay? They made an Easter one. They made little lion ones. It's these little stockinette faces of this little child that has a mask on, okay? So $25. I can't even find one of these online to even give you a price comparison, okay? So he is in such good condition that he has his original tag, so that's there. The felt's in overall very good condition, no real discoloration. The snaps aren't rusty. The snaps are in super good condition. And this is going to take a niche buyer. You have to really know what these are to understand how hard these are to find in this kind of condition. So they are made of like the fabric, kind of like the Dream Pets are, kind of like the velour, but they all wear little masks. And on the inside, they have these little children inside in their little stockinette faces, okay? Then they have their little applied eyes, and they come in different color hair. Some are blonde, some are brown, some are black hair, but this little guy has little blonde hair, and he is in superb condition, okay? You can see some of the stitching here has come undone. Maybe you want to sew that back together, maybe not. So 25, you're going to get a holy grail when it comes to kitsch collecting, especially with stockinette and these style of plush, because this is a plush. It's the little face, the little mask, okay? It measures about 10 inches tall. This one does not come around all that often. Well, hello, Barb. Good to see you. This is a really, really good one. And the felt is present here for the belt. Now, the belt is in green. I don't really believe that's faded. I can't really find any other real condition issues with him. I mean, he's not stained up. His little fabric, his little faux pleather belt's in super good condition. The only thing is, and he was actually, you can see the snaps here, okay? So there's little snaps. You actually snap the mask on so that it stays permanently on. So when we bought him, I didn't know that it was just pulling apart there. But honestly, for the fact that this isn't stained, for the fact that this isn't completely disintegrated, because that's that stockinette, which is like a pantyhose, a pantyhose kind of material. Usually they get moth bitten or ruined, and his hair is just super clean. Okay. So again, $25 if anybody's interested. He is one of the little mask guys. Right now on eBay, you can see a version of the lion. You do find the little lion, but they did other animals. They did an Easter bunny one. Oh, and here's his hat and his pom-pom is super white and super clean. So I have to tell you that I do believe that if this would be offered at Christmas time, this would be one of those $100 pieces at Christmas time, because they just don't.
I've seen the other ones, but I've not seen the Santa one.
No, I didn't even know. We found him at a flea market as we were heading down to the shore. I didn't even know what we had until I'm looking at him and I'm like, why are there snaps on him? We just thought he was a little Santa plush. And then I realized that I had what I think is a holy grail, because I know the Easter ones, they go ridiculous. People, and I've never seen. Thank you, Nicole.
There's a black cat one too, like
a
Halloween one.
You're right. There is, Amy. And yes, and to find a Santa, I'm telling you, I mean, right now, this time of the year is, of course, when you want to buy your Christmas, because come Christmas time, you just don't see them. And I couldn't even find any online to compare how much they would be worth. So again, the only condition issue is we have a little bit of thread, coming loose right here by my finger, but he is in super good, clean condition. So he is. No, you're right, Tracy. He is. If you guys collect these stockinette pose dolls, if you collect this kind of niche plush, this little guy, especially that he's the blonde, because I do know that they came in different hair colorways, and the fact that these are fabric. I mean, these are like stickers, okay, that are attached, that they are all still there. Plus he has his original tag. It blows me away. I'm just blown away that I even have this guy. So KB, thank you for your 30. We don't collect the little mask plush, so that's why we thought we would offer him to a home where he'll have tons of dream pets and stockinettes and tons of friends to hang out with. So let's count him down. We're looking for 31 or more. We are doing just in case for active bidders. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. It is a Culvert original. It's kind of like a Kmart, like a Kamar. It's kind of like it's
Herman Pecker.
Yeah, it's kind of like an artist who made these. It's just a company, and this was their specialty, were these little masked little creations. So thank you so much. So Nicole had a just in case of 42. KB had a just in case of 51. So 43. KB, congratulations. You got a good one, friend. You got a good one. Nicole, your 53 did come in after the bid end. Thank you guys so much.
All right. $10, Jason.
All right.
All right. When I found these, I immediately said, these remind me of Jason. So these are pretty cool. These are little honeycomb Santa picks. Now, a couple weeks ago, I had some little die cut. I think William got them. Little honeycomb decorations, like package toppers and all different sort of shapes. Those were from 1966 Capri. Well, these happen to be also Capri from 1967. They did a whole bunch of paper products. I can say like any kind of cool mid-century paper product, it's usually Capri that I come across. Now, this would have had like a plastic lid, a clear plastic lid. I didn't find it with the lid, but I didn't care because they were all in there and they are in pretty good shape. All right. And they were originally 49 cents. So these are larger picks too. I'm going to take, you can actually lift the center section right out of the box. I'm not taking them out of the box technically. But then you can see how long they are. So they're pretty big sizely picks, much bigger than the kind that you use for cheese cubes, much larger little picks. But then you can kind of see how they're made. So they have a little honeycomb for the head, honeycomb hat, and then a little paper Santa face that wraps around each one. I think even displayability, like in the box like that, you could prop them up. I think they're pretty darn cute. And I think they're pretty good. Usually honeycomb, if they're not stored correctly, they just get completely smashed and mangled. And I don't think that these were ever used or anything like that. They just were in their box. And they say Santa pics in cool font, ideal for cocktails and whores divorce on the side of the box.
What did you say there, Amy?
Whores divorce. And then on the back it says Santa pics, snacks.
Oh, good.
And then Capri, it does say 1967 down here at the back. So I don't know. I was like, I have to bring these to sell with Jason. I find stuff throughout the year. I was like, I have to save that and sell with Jason. We like really kitschy, weird stuff. So, and I have a lot of fun selling with Jason. So these were something that reminded me of him. All right. So the box is 5 3/4 by 4 3/4. And each of the picks, I did measure them. They're about 4.5 inches. Okay. So William's in at 28. We're looking for 29 or more. Let's count these down. We still have a few rounds to get to. And plus, we're sharing our Christmas decorations. So we're going to count these down: 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end. Whores divorce.
If I was going to be an hors d'oeuvre pick, this would be the pick I would want to be. These are good. It's crazy, Amy. I've never had these before, and I just found them about a month ago.
Really?
And I have them. I can't give them up.
There's the bid end from Karen. Thank you so much. All right. Kara had a 30, Isabel a 32. William did put in a just in case. So 33. William, congratulations. These are coming your way. Thank you so much.
Again, Miss Karen G, thank you for being our official Mod and Bid Ender. Kim, thank you so much. Guys, if you could put in like Gavin's link, please do so. Please, Kim, put in your links so we can have some folks follow you guys. If you guys know blow molds and you love blow molds, you're going to know how hard this next one is to find. And there was actually a manufacturing defect to these, so these were not made all that long, okay? He is a blow mold Santa face cookie jar. Tina sold the more traditional Empire one. This one was produced a little bit. You don't. This is the first one I've ever owned. Well, this is not the first one I've ever seen. This is the first one I've ever owned. Okay, I've seen these before. The factory defect is they didn't really coat Santa's face all that well. So whoever purchases this, you don't go scrubbing that flesh, okay? Because you will wipe all of that off. You can see there's a little bit worn here. There's a little bit worn on his cheeks. If you look at this online and you find version of these, there's some that are all white-faced because they've wiped the flesh tone away. So what makes this twofold. One, it wasn't made for very many years. It was made before the Empire blow mold was made. He is. Thank you, Andrew. He is super rare, and he's double fold to find with that much of the flesh paint, the tan paint still on his face. Okay, now, he's a blow mold cookie jar, so the red is in very, very good condition. I've never been able to. I've never seen any books that have been able to tell me who manufactured him. Okay, there's no mold on it, there's no name like Empire or any of those companies. All right, but he is in very good condition. He's probably, believe it or not, he's probably in a 9 out of 10 because he has this much paint left on his face. Okay, usually now the eyebrows here are supposed to be white. All right, then this is all supposed to be flesh. But that has to be forgiven because, in essence, that is a manufacturing defect on the way that they made them. I have looked this thing all over. I actually had this for about 2 weeks, and I have researched this high and low. Nobody can tell me a manufacturer. No one knows a manufacturer. So I actually love how whimsical his face is. I think he has that real 1950s blow mold kind of Santa face. There's
a bigger Santa blow mold.
Yes.
Union made. It reminds me of that for some reason. But
Beco usually even mark their things, but nobody knows the name of this blow mold Santa. And if you guys go over and research him on another platform, you're going to see it's going to blow your socks off what some of these would go for. So he measures about, where was my measurements? He's about 8.5 inches tall. So he is a nice size, 8.5 inches tall, and he is about 7 inches wide. The blow mold material in this, if you wanted to, if you had some sort of battery powered lights, it's hard for me to show you, but you can see with my black light, if you had a bright enough light, you could light him up and add him to your blow mold displays. But let me tell you, folks, if you are looking for a blow mold Santa cookie jar and you want kind of the harder to find pieces, this guy does not come around that often. And usually all of them you're going to find, unless you find one in its original pack, you are not going to find one that doesn't have some.
He looks really cool with a giant bottle brush tree coming out of him.
You're right.
That tree that you had earlier. Does it fit on there without his hat on?
Absolutely. No, you're right. And that
would be really cool.
This is not damaged here. This is his cheekbone. So that's supposed to be like that. But no, you're right. Like seriously, if you had something like that and you pop that in there,
oh my
like
God.
how kitschy.
Yeah.
Like honest to Pete, how kitschy is that? So $30. $30 if anybody's interested. He is a blow mold Santa cookie jar. Sorry that I can't tell you the manufacturer who made it because nobody seems to know. His red paint is in very good condition. That you can wipe off and clean, but you don't want to really abrasively go at the face. It's kind of like the early blow molds. A lot of them had paper eyes because they weren't supposed to last 70 years. We weren't supposed to be coveting these things the way we do. They were supposed to be used for a year or two and then discarded. So they didn't really put a ton of thought into how they were created. So looking for he starts at $30. Let's go ahead and do a countdown of interest. Remember, guys, there is no recap tonight. So if you're interested in him, we'll do the countdown. That would be your time to bid. If not, he's going to go away and not come back for future sale, or should I say anytime in the near future. So I see you, Nicole, at 30. Thank you so much. And again, guys, even if you guys aren't interested in purchasing him, do some research on him. You're going to see how hard this guy is to find. So 31 or more, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Again, no cracking to the blow mold. There's no discoloration to the blow mold. Sometimes this does yellow, but you just don't want to. Please don't scrub his face, or he will lose all that paint. I dabbed him very lightly, so there's our bid end. All right, Nicole, congratulations. He's yours for $30. He's super fun. Thank you so much. All right, Miss Amy.
All right, 35, Jason.
Okay.
All right, I have a Santa plush, and I was testing him to see if he stands on his own. You can see that he does. And he's not a rubber face, okay? He is that vacuform kind of face, okay? That usually these get all dented up or cracked, that they were on any kind of plush animal or doll. That's usually what happens with these, but his is really, really nice. Really nice coloring still on him. I don't know the manufacturer for this style of Santa. I've never been able to identify a manufacturer for them. I think a few different companies did these kind of faces like this. But he's pretty large. He does measure 20 inches tall to the top of his little hat ball up there at the top. Original pom-pom is up there. He's nice and soft. All right. Now I will say, I don't come across plush like this that have wire armature in them very often. He does have wire armature in his arms. They are attached together. So I'm not sure why they did that. Maybe because they just wanted him to permanently look like he's riding a roller coaster. Whee! I don't know. Yay! I don't know why they did that. But I wouldn't really mess with bending it too much with it. And I see like there are two little tiny holes here in like the crevasse of the arm, right in there, and then one on the other side. I'm assuming because probably somebody tried to bend the arms too aggressively, and that's probably why the holes are there. If you want me to, before I send him out, I'm happy to repair those little tiny holes there if that is something that would bother you too much. His beard is nice and fluffy. He does have a metal, it's a punched metal belt buckle there that is attached to his suit. And he does have wire armature in his feet. He will stand on his own. I've had him standing here on the desk. And you just kind of have to place him and then make sure that he's sturdy. And he stood right here on my desk all by himself. And here's the back side. So that's the stitching, original stitching down here at the back. He doesn't have floppy neck or anything like that. And sometimes these have rubber boots on them, and this is just plush. It's just plush fur for the boots. But he's in really nice condition. This is the first time I've ever come across this size of one. I've seen them much smaller than this. So I see Jody's in for 36. Thank you so much. So he's at the roller coaster at the carnival. Wee. All right, let's count Santa down. We're looking for 37 or more. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Wee! Bid end.
Gosh, this is probably one of my favorite faces on a Santa.
He's pretty good.
I think they did a good job. And you're right. Usually they're cracked or caved in or broken.
Yep. All right. There is the Santa bid end from Karen. Thank you so much. Jody, congratulations. He's coming your way. Whee! Thank you.
All right, guys. This next item I have is going to be for a collector, okay? It is coming in lower than what they can sell up to if my StreamYard wants to work and load it. There it is. It doesn't allow me to highlight it. So let me try that. There we go. So it's going to start at $55, okay? And I have what is to believe, I have what has been said that folks believe is the first official blow mold tabletop Santa that was ever made, okay? He is one of the early blow mold tabletops. There's folks that say this was the first one that had ever come out because before him, they were all the larger ones that went outside. So he is a harder plastic. Okay. He's kind of like a mix between a rubber and a plastic. He actually comes with his original light kit, and the light kit is actually molded somewhat into it. It has its original toggle switch, which does work. So for your 55, you're getting a functional blow mold Santa.
That's
he
awesome.
Is probably from the mid 1950s. Okay. So I don't know the company that made him. I have one of these in my collection, and I bought mine years ago. Okay. Before I knew what it was. I just thought he was cool and that he was cute and that he was tiny. He is very Miracle on 34th Street. You're right, Phil. But he's $55 because his paint is in remarkable condition. He has no damage to him whatsoever. You can even see all the blacks there on his eyes. His flesh tone is there. And he is a hard one to find, okay? So you can see underneath, he is a blow mold, but he's like almost a mix between a blow mold and like a rubber, okay? And the folks in the blow mold communities, I should have checked the website Bill always talks about for some more information on it. But I do know in my years of collecting blow molds, thank you, Andrew. I know he is in phenomenal condition, and usually they're not in this good of condition. But in the years I've collected blow molds, he's always been thought, or it's been thought that he was the first original tabletop before Empire started making some of the other ones that we know of. So he's nice and sturdy. He's in very good condition. You can see his wiring is in superb condition. It is a nice long wire, so you can plug it in and get it down to a cord, no problem. Some of the other ones have a tiny little plug on it. The plug is in really good condition. He is really a super hard one to find. He's not one that you see all that often. So he measures 10 inches tall. So he's a really fun Santa. He actually, like I say, has little to no paint wear. He's definitely got to be made in the US of A. The black's good. The red's good. He's just a nice, fun little tabletop Santa. And you can see the flesh is good. The color's good. There's no yellowing to it. So I'm 55. It's one of those situations where he's just one of those ones that you don't see that often. And I love his face. I think his face is very 1940s, 1950s Santa. He kind of does look like that Santa that would be ringing a bell out on 34th Street. So Again, this is going to take a collector, and I respect that and I get that, but we'll do a countdown of interest. Remember, guys, no recap tonight. So if you're interested, now would be the time to bid. He's got to be 40s KB. I just know he's one of the early ones. So let's count it down to keep it moving. This is the countdown of interest. If anyone's interested, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Again, he's 55. He's believed to be the first tabletop blow mold before they started producing even more. Very good condition. Comes with its original light kit. But I've not seen any interest, and that's okay. We're going to keep moving him on. He needs a collector. All right, Miss Amy.
All right, $8 choice.
Okay.
Jason. Okay. I have some more greeting cards for my next round. Now, these are a little bit different style than probably you're used to seeing. These are round tent cards, okay? Neither one of these have been used, all right? And they were manufactured to be sent flat, and then the owner would put them together. And I have two of them. So this is the first one, and it's a little lammy. Jumping through the holly leaf with a little angel. It says, "Hi, Merry Christmas." And it has perforations here on each side and little tabs. So you are meant to fold it around and hook it together, and then it will stand on its own for you. And fleecy little fellow, happy as can be, scampers around with leaps and bounds. It's Christmas time, you see. Have a merry one. So that is the little lamb one. That is super cute. I haven't found these in some years. They also produced Valentines like this as well. The second choice is the little snow people.
Oh my God.
Riding on the rocking horse. And this one says best wishes at Christmas. This one's riding a little hobby horse. This one's hanging on for dear life at the back there. His hat has flown off. Super cute. And same kind of deal, not used on the back. This rocking horse rider with one before and aft, galops gaily back and forth, knowing you'll laugh. For I'm sure they cannot travel far, but far enough to say, hope you have a very Merry Christmas day. So that is that one. And then it folds together in the back to make it stand up for you. And oh my gosh, I wish I would have found more of these, but sadly they only had two. So I look for these kind of special kind of greeting cards all the time because you just don't see these. So, and these work in a flower frog too if you don't actually want to bend them around and use the little tabs. And you know, these little tabs though, I will say on other paper things and honeycomb decorations and stuff, they just like totally bend and wear out. So that would probably be, I would probably use them in a flower frog if it were me. I see Nikki's in at 9. Thank you so much. These both measure 10 1/4 inches long when they're flat and about 6 inches tall. Okay. And I think they're probably around 5 or 6 inches when they're actually folded together. Okay. So we are looking for 10 or more on choice. Let's count these down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. And how we're going to claim these is lamb and snowman. Lamb and snowman.
I love that small era where the snowmen had like bodies.
Like ghosty. They're like ghost features almost.
Yeah. They're so whimsical.
All right. There is the bid end from Karen. Thank you so much. Nikki, you didn't need your just in case. Let me know which one that you want. You can certainly take both if you would like as well. Deborah's on deck for backup. They're equally cute. Oh, she wants them both. You got it. Thank you so much.
All right, guys. My next item is, let me get myself over here. It's going to start at $45. I have a fine A quality lady planter in very good condition. Okay. She's one of the little shopper girls. She's a little smaller, but she's kind of one of the ones that could fit with the larger ones. Like I said, she's not quite as big as maybe the huge Valentine's Day ones, but she's cute nonetheless. She has her little present that's adorned with the little hand-painted holly and leaf pattern right there. She does have part of her original sticker remaining down there, and she's just a fun one that you don't see that often, little lady planter, okay? There was one or two spots where Tina did touch up the paint on her, but she was in overall very good condition. And she's one we don't have in our collection. I love the way they did the striping for like the ermine there. I think they did such a good job. She reads very Norcrest to me almost. So she would go with the Norcrest. And I kind of like how she has her hand there. And this is one that would look fun with a bottle brush tree in it as well. So she's going to look good with your other shopper girls. She would look good with the ones that maybe walk the poodles and things like that. But you can see they did do a little bit of the gold details here on the front. And she's a nice size. She's about 5.5 inches tall by about 4 inches wide. And let me get in here so you guys can see.
Such a different pose than the Napco ones that are usually front on and then the planters in the back. I like that side pose.
It is. And if you guys collect ceramics, to find some of these fine A quality, I don't find a ton of that company. What year? Shannon, I would say she's from your 1950s. That sticker on the bottom is probably the mid 50s. She's probably that 55 to 58 time frame, back when they were really putting out a lot of the shopper girls. So Peppermint Patty, thank you. I see you in at 45. So we're looking for 46 or more. But yes, she's that right tick of that 1950s shopper girl, coming out of that white Christmas era when everybody was wearing their gorgeous big white dresses. She doesn't have any crazing. She's in really, really good condition. She's really clean. And the fine A ceramics, you just don't see a ton of them. I don't think they were pumping out as many ceramics as the Leftons and the Relpos and the Napcos were. They just kind of did their thing, and she's in really good condition. Again, she's a nice size. She's about 5.5 inches tall by about 4 inches across. Debbie, thank you so much for your 50. She is very clean in here on the inside, as you can see. You can even see there's not a ton of staining or crazing. Here's the bottom with the remnants of the sticker on it. And again, the red is just gorgeous. No chips, no cracks. Let's go ahead and count her down. We got Debbie in at 50. We're looking for 51 or more, and we are doing just in case on the fine A quality shopping girl planter. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. I remember how hard it is to find some of these. I mean, to add to a collection, it's not getting any easier. I mean, I'm so happy that so many people appreciate vintage Christmas, though. It's good. It's good. So there's our bid end. Thank you so much, Karen G. So Ryan, my friend, she is coming to you for $51. Congratulations. You didn't need your just in case. All right, Miss Amy.
All right, $12, Jason.
All right.
All right, I have a little Napco cutie in the form of a reindeer up
Adorable.
next. Oh my gosh, this is one of the very few remaining treasures that I brought back from Iowa in January this year. And this little babe, I have not ever run across this before. There's a whole series of these, and this is Bisque. This is Bisque ceramic. There's a whole month series with different animals, and this is the little December one. It is made by Napco, just a sweet little baby deer with the Santa hat on. So I'll pick it up and I'll show it to you. Now there's no foil sticker left on the bottom. There's remnants of where it was, but I do know that it is Napco. I've actually sold several from the series before, but I've never come across the December little deer before. So there's no chips, no damage at all. Cute little holly leaves and berries on the hat. The little present that's sitting there. I love how they have the little curl at the end of the tail. So cute. And the little fur texture is molded in there. Really super cute. He's just a little guy. So like a lot of the month angels and stuff like that are significantly bigger. He's just a little figurine. He does measure 3.5 inches tall and about 2 inches wide. So he's not super large. He definitely could fit in a smaller a smaller little area. He would also look cute in a little bottle brush tree forest, I think. I see Miss Debbie is in at 12 and Wanda's also in at 12. And this fly has really got took off.
Oh, I'm sorry, Amy. It's the worst when you're live.
He's landing on people's bids and I can't read it. Rude. All right, so we're gonna count. We're gonna count Mr. Tear down because we have 2 more rounds.
Yes.
After this one. All right, so we're looking for 16 or more. Dana just popped in there with a 15, so we're looking for 16 or more on the NAPCO Bisque Little December Deer. All right, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh dear, bid end.
I love that face. He is so adorable.
I got this at a store called the Picker Nose.
Okay.
Picker Nose.
All right.
Yeah.
He's adorable.
All right, there's the bid end from Karen. Thank you so much. All right, Debbie Gutierrez had a 20 bid, but Wanda did put in just in case. So, Miss Wanda, this is coming to you for 21. Thank you so much.
All right, guys. My next round is going to be choice. We'll move through this as quickly as possible. They will be $20 choice. It's choice on some spun head angels with the I know these look, when it comes to the mica glitter putts, spun head angels, these are some of the Cadillacs when it comes to them. I have to tell you that I really, really suspect that these might be, now I drew a blank on the company, they might be Shiny Bright, because usually Shiny Bright stamps theirs in red, made in Japan like that, okay? I don't know because I don't have a box, but usually when they're these high quality ones, usually these are early Shiny Bright. So these are some of the first versions that they made, and they go so well with your other putts houses. So let's break it down. They're $20 choice. You have 2 pink ones. You have 2 silver ones. 3 of them are carolers with their books. They have the yarn for their hair, the spun head, and one of them has a bottle brush tree. They are all in very good vintage condition. The wings are not ripped. They are bent a little bit from storage. Okay, so if you guys want to, those are the little foil gold cardboard wings. You can try to bend them if you want to. I would recommend just letting them as is. Okay, so they are 2.5 inches tall, and they are $20 each because I probably paid a little up for these. So yeah, they're just, I think they're great. The silver ones, they have the pink pipe cleaner here around the neck. You can see the mica glitter. You can see the wings. I'm sorry, honey, that I'm holding your head like that. Let me hold her like that so you guys can see. They all have the bottom to the cone doll. And again, they're just in very, very good condition. A lot of times these, and these are the ones that actually have the little slot in the back where the wings do pop in. So these are the nice ones that in the event you find any that are donors for parts, these are easier to fix the wings because they have the little slot right there and you can pop them in or out. So again, I believe these are the earlier version of the spun heads. These are probably mid 1950s. I do believe they're probably Shiny Bright. And to find some pink Christmas and silver Christmas ones, find this style at all, I don't find that often. So 2.5 inches tall, they are $20 choice. Oh, and I think, yeah, all of them have their little foil star here on their heads, okay? One of them does have a little string. I don't know if that's original or not. Most of these were supposed to be ornaments, but I do have some in my collection that you could tell were made to be tabletop and weren't really supposed to be ornaments. So countdown of interest. I know the sale's getting late. $20 choice if anyone's interested. Let's just count them down, and you would claim them by pink or silver, and then you would let me know with the silver if you wanted a tree or a book. So $20 choice, countdown of interest, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end. And again, it's $20 choice on the small little cone putt spun head angels. Again, these are fun. I don't have these exact ones in my collection. And there's our bid end. And we will keep moving on. Let's get Miss Amie over here. 2 more rounds. Let's do this,
All
Amie.
right, $10, Jason.
All right.
All right, I have a disco deer. That's what I'm calling it. Disco deer. I also haven't found one of these in a long time. This was an estate sale pickup. Oh my gosh, the stuff that I picked up at the sale were pretty epic. And I got up pretty dang early to go to the sale. But this is a completely glitter covered gold disco deer. And I will say I have a gigantic one of these that will be coming later in the year. And this one is a small one. And the fly. Do you see the fly? Do you see the fly?
Did he land on that?
Right there on the head. That's gross. Can you go away, please? Thank you.
He just wanted his moment in the spotlight.
So but it's got little plastic applied eyes and all that awesome chunky gold glitter. The original little bell around the neck. So both of the eyes are there. And I will say, like, the glitter on here doesn't really come off. I mean, you'd really have to scrub on it to get it off. But it's that awesome, like, chunky glitter. I've had a few of these before in the past, and they never put the glitter like on the belly like that. So it's just painted gold there on the bottom. It is hard plastic. These stand on their own pretty good. There we go, like that. Just super kitschy for definitely a pop of gold anywhere that you need some pizzazz in your Christmas display. Measurement for him, he is 7 inches tall and about 4 1/4 inches at the widest point. So kind of the bottom here is kind of the widest point on him. But they made these in all sorts of different sizes, and I got the big Mama Jamma, a real big one. And it'll be coming probably a little bit later in the year. All right. So I see Dana's in at 14 and Wanda was in at 12. So we're looking for 15 or more on Disco Deer, and we're going to count it down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end.
These are some of my favorite sculpts because they stand really, really well too.
Yeah, I really like how they did the tail on these.
Man, the lag is real tonight.
Saturday Night Fever deer.
This is true. Little disco deer.
Did I say meow meow? No, I didn't. All right, there's a bid end from Karen. Thank you so much. Wanda, you're just in case did come in after the bid end. So Dana, Disco Deer is coming to you. Thank you so much.
All right, my next round is going to start at just $10. Thank God for the lights in here. I did find a condition issue, okay? I did find these the other day, and I thought one has a big crazing line, which it does. But I did notice that the star here, now you can see it under my light. You can see that must have been repaired, okay? But these are a fun set of shakers. They're starting at just $10 if anyone is interested. This one has it has a crazing line in it that you can catch with your nail. So you can kind of see it right there, but it doesn't repeat all the way around to the other side. So I don't know if that's a line in it or what, but I don't think it ruined the integrity of it, okay? But the cold paint on these are phenomenal. This is the best version of these I have ever had because the presents, the little dots that are supposed to be ornaments, usually that cold paint is always missing, all right? This is your salt and pepper. I don't know whoever made these. They do have a Japan sticker. They do have their corks, but they have faux snow all over them, and they have pink on them, red, yellow. The one candy cane this candy cane is red. That candy cane is actually in pink, okay? So these are a fun set of shakers. These are great to add to your display. If you have like Santa shakers, you can put these next to it. So then, he has a little Christmas tree next to him. And they have these little banners on them that say pepper. And then we have a little banner that says salt, okay? But wait, there's more. It's not in the best of condition, but they're going to come with their original box, okay? So somebody did tape the living you-know-what out of this, but you are going to get the original Christmas box. For some reason, they were playing a game on the back. I don't know what the prices were unless it kept dropping. I don't know. But It did pass its inspection, so you do get the original box. So Wanda, thank you. I see you in for 12.
I've never seen these before, Jason, but that box looks like a Relco box to me.
I think you're right. I have to agree with you. You're right, Amy. You're definitely right. And a lot of these, it was that weird era. Thank you, J.O. It's correct me if I'm wrong. I think it's Jennifer or Jenny, J.O. I think it's Jennifer. Thank you so much for the 14. They did a lot of weird things in this era where they would add pink for no reason. There's also some snow people shakers that are supposed to be just red and green and white. And then sometimes you get it that the scarf has pink on it. So thank you. I'm trying. Thank you, Jennifer. So again, just note the one corner of the star has been repaired. I didn't know that when I bought it. And the other one does have what I'm going to call crazing line in it. But it's not hollow when you ting it. So I just believe it's got a manufacturing or it's got a craze mark, but it doesn't go all the way through. So if you wanted to use them, I believe you could. So 4 inches tall, cold paint's in good condition. Let's count them down, 15 or more, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. They got the great faux snow on them, as you can see, and then all the cold painted little ornaments on there. And I love the use of pink. One candy cane's red. The other candy cane is pink. So great for your pastels, great for your traditional Christmas colors. Wanda, I see you're 15. Thank you so much. So we're looking for 16 or more, and you get a very abused box, but you get the box with it as well. Deborah, I'm so sorry your just in case came in after the bid end, but these go to Wanda for $15. Meow, meow. Thank you so much, Wanda.
All right. Last round, you guys. Mine's going to be a choice starting at 8. And I have teeny tiny mice. Oh my goodness. I love these guys. They're so cute. So these actually came from the same vendor where Santa Bear came from. The same person at Elkhorn just has, I always find something from her booth. She always has like great stuff, especially holiday stuff. I usually don't make it out of her booth without getting something. But 2 tiny little felt mice, you can see they're pretty identical as far as they're each holding a tiny little gold book. Look at their little belly buttons that they stitched.
I was just saying that. Adorable.
Little red bow on the end of their tails. They do have little holly leaves and berries. And they even have little white, I know it's hard to see, but they do have little white hair that's poking out of the front of the holly leaf. Little wired hangers. One has a red Japan, one has a blue Japan. Don't ask me why. But their bodies, so their heads are like a flacked ball, but then their bodies are completely flat. Do you see that?
I love it.
He needs some cheese in his life. That is what's going on.
He's got an Audi.
Little tiny plastic applied eyes, little tiny whiskers. There we go. Little tiny whiskers. Just darn cute. I love the Christmas mice anyway. And these are not really anything that I would craft with. So I am passing the cuteness on. They do have that flocked snow, just like Santa Bear had, because they all came probably from the same person once upon a time. And so they have little bits of that snow that's kind of around in their ears and stuff like that too. So measurement, they are 2 3/4 inches tall by about 2.5 at their ear span is kind of the widest point. All right. So I see Nikki's in at 12. So we're looking for 13 or more. And this is for choice. Winner can take one or both. All right. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. I didn't even know mice had belly buttons, but now we do. We always learn something during the live sales, right?
Sure they do. Big pink belly with a big old belly button in the middle. God, these are cute, Amy. You're killing me. I love these. These are awesome.
And if you're curious, I have some cats coming Friday with Misty that are in the same style. All right, there is the bid end from Karen. Thank you so much. Nikki had it just in case of 30, over Gail's 13. So for 14, Nikki, let me know if you want one or two. And they're pretty identical. So I can't really decipher one between the other except for red and blue Japan.
Oh my God. They look brand new. No staining, no
They're
nothing.
they're very nice condition, yeah, especially for the white flocking.
So good.
The lag
And the
is
lag is horrible.
terrible. Nikki, do you want one or two mice? Both, please.
Both.
You got it. Thank you so much.
All right, guys. My last round, yes, is going to start at $40. This is a bank that I don't even have in my collection. This is not only a fun bank, but it's a figurine, and this is fun for cat lovers, okay? They made two versions of this. They actually made one with the cat and one without the cat. This one has the little flocking kitty cat on the top. This is in very good condition. So you have Mr. and Mrs. Claus sitting there on their flocked, tuft back chase lounge, or their little ottoman, or their small little sofa, and they have this gorgeous Merry Christmas banner that they're holding, and they're in very, very good condition. So it does have its original stopper. I wouldn't mess with the stopper. I'm sure that the stopper is dry rotted. If you take it out, I don't know that you're going to get it back in. This has its original Japan sticker on the bottom. A few times that I could have purchased this before it had damage, but this one is in very good condition. Again, they made one with the cat and one without the cat. I love the one with the little flocked kitty cat up there. And again, they're sitting on this sofa, and it's in very, very good condition. This is not one that you would suspect would be a bank. It looks more like a figurine, but there's the coin slot. There's a little bit of extra porcelain here on it from the manufacturing, but it's in very good condition. This is one of the ones, thank you, Janet. I see you're 40. This is one of the ones that spotlights in the Holt Howard Christmas book.
I was going to say that I've only seen it in the book. I've never ever seen that piece in person.
And I think in the book, correct me if they show both, one with and one without.
Yeah, they show both. Yeah.
This one I definitely grabbed because I know we got a lot of cat lovers, and I think if I wanted one, I want one with the little sleepy nighty-night Christmas cat up here on the top. So you can see they did give them some blushing on their faces. They're in very good condition. Cold paint is overall in really great condition. Maybe a little speck there on Santa's leg there, and the shoes, everything is just really good. And the flocking here on the back is very clean. So no chips, no cracks, minimal crazing. It's in very, very good condition with the original stopper. But honestly, if you take that out, it might disintegrate and not get back in. So let's count it down. We're looking for 40. Oh, I didn't give you measurements. I'm sorry. Hold on. It's 5 by 5. It's a nice rectangle. So it's 5 inches tall by 5 inches wide. So Wanda's in at 41. Peppermint Patty's in at 45. Again, it's a bank. It's a figurine. And it's the one with the kitty cat. So 46 or more, we are doing just in case for active bidders. So let's count it down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. I didn't have to do a lot to this. Whoever had it took really good care of it. I just gave it a light little cleaning. And again, sometimes with these banners that wears off, but that's good and crisp with the gold paint. Probably one of my favorite banks that they made. So
it's really awesome.
Trina with a 47. Janet had it just in case, but Peppermint Patty had it just in case right before Karen G's bid ends. So for $52, Peppermint Patty, congratulations. It's coming to you. And thank you all for the other bids. Thank you so much. All right, Miss Amy, we did it. We did it.
Yes.
52, let me write that down. 52.
So we're going to talk about what we have coming up and kind of changes in the schedule a little bit. And then we're going to show you guys our Christmas collections. That's the photos that we have to share tonight. So if you guys want to send in any photos to us, please send us some, whatever that they may be. It can be one photo. It can be a series of photos. You can send us your photos and a brief description so that we know what you're looking at to sharemyfindslive@gmail.com. We can always use photos. Send us anything that you would like us to share. We want you guys to be a part of our show too. So thank you guys so much. Thank you. Thank you.
And Karen G, thank you so much for being our official mod and bid ender. Sending you positive vibes that you're still feeling good. Kim, thank you so much for being our backup mod and bid ender. Guys, make sure you're following Kim over on Vamp. Kim, if you could put your links in while we show our fantastic finds, and maybe Karen would be so nice to promote Mr. Grady Gruppo and put in his links as well. So, all right, Miss Amie, you want to tell the folks what you got going on? You got some fun stuff coming up.
So my next YouTube sale will be Friday on my channel at 4 p.m. Eastern. I know that's a different time. 4 p.m. Eastern Friday. Misty's joining me for some more Christmas in July. I think Misty and I usually have a Christmas sale together as well. So that will be at 4 p.m. Eastern. And then tomorrow over on Virtual Antique Marketplace, I'm having my first live sale over there. And it's a short sale. It's just 5 rounds, but it's all handmade kitsch by me. If you want to head over there to virtualantiquemarketplace.com, you can check out the live stream tab, and then you can click on in my broadcast at 8 p.m. Eastern. You can check out all the items, scroll through all the photos. You can put in pre-bids if you want to do that. You can even put in a max bid. You don't even have to be at the sale. It's, pretty easy to shop over on Virtual Antique Marketplace. It's free to create an account over there. If you want to just go over there and window shop and browse around, you can do that as well. But I certainly would love to see some familiar faces over there in the chat tomorrow night. So I would appreciate that. Thank you guys so much. And then schedule change for next week. Fantastic Finds will not be happening on Wednesday. I'm hitting the road for the 127 longest yard sale. Jason is taking Wednesday off, but we're moving our Fantastic Finds to Sunday this week. Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern. We're having our regular Fantastic Find sale, and it won't be Christmas. It will just be normal everyday stuff. We're bringing back normal stuff. I know you guys are probably at Christmas overload pretty quickly, but we will have our sale on Sunday this week and no sale on Wednesday next week.
And also there'll be no Monday sale either. So I will be taking Monday off. So so we'll do it.
Reminder, if you guys haven't emailed us your information, I did see people emailed me, so thank you so much. Make sure and send us your information. Jason and I will both be doing invoicing for our sales this week on Saturday. So you'll see something from both of us on Saturday this week. And then the Sunday sale we're doing separately.
Yes.
Okay. Both of us are doing those separately next week, and we'll talk about that on Sunday. And thank you guys for joining us tonight so much. Thank you for being here and having the awesome community that we have here on YouTube. Thank you guys so much.
All right, now it's the fun part. We're going to start with Amy's Christmas pictures, and then Amie doesn't know what I'm going to show, so it's going to be interesting.
No, I have no idea.
To see what pops up. So again, this is when we turn it over to the community, but tonight we're going to show our Christmas Fantastic Find. So here is Amy's first picture, and I'm sure she'll be able to explain to you what we're looking at here in all its glory.
So on the left, so this was my Christmas display from last year, and there will be more close-up photos as we go. But what I have started collecting, my new pride and joy, are the Christ reindeer. And I have 3. The very first one I purchased from Michael Todd at the Cult of Vintage a couple years ago. I found one in the wild, crazy. And the one in the middle with the original hang tag, Jason and Tina actually gifted me for Christmas last year. So I loved that. So now there's a trio. I just have to find the rest. And there is a Rudolph, truth be told, to this set. It's incredibly hard to find. So I'm not sure that I will ever find Rudolph, but I would be happy with all the other reindeer. And my Christmas tree, that is my grandma's tree that she always put up. It's a tiny little tree, but because of our puppy, it's up on top. It's raised off the floor. So the puppy and the cats can't chew on the branches. But we call that our nostalgia tree. It's kind of covered with ornaments that remind us of things. A lot of 80s things are on that tree, and some kitschy stuff as well. But we'll get more close-up pictures of the ceramic stuff.
And Leslie is correct. If you guys head over to Enamor Amy's channel, she does a great home tour.
Yes, there is a video tour that I posted last year. Yeah, and Jason also has one.
Here's your next one, Amie.
All right, so then we have a close-up of, and so I do my major displays where everything is protected on top of my grandma's pull-out buffet table. It's a hefty piece of furniture, and it's great to make a display on. So I use one of my favorite vintage tablecloths underneath that has turquoise mid-century goodness all through it underneath. And then I do my displays different every single year. So I just kind of went with colors this time. And then the wreath up above, I bought it with the intention of adding more vintage things to it. I just haven't got to it yet. So I just popped a little Denison reindeer in the center there. And then on the right side is the left side of the display that has Holt Howard, Lefton, there's Napco, the big knee hugger. I think that's the one. The one on the with the striped hat, the giant knee hugger girl, Karen G actually gifted that to me last year, because the other one on the other side I got from Garden Guy Bill, and they're sisters. So thank you, Karen, for that. And my absolute favorite deer are on the left side. Those are the Lefton Rudolph pieces. Those I will never, ever part with. Those will be with me for eternity. They're my favorite deer in my entire collection. I have a little Stife hedgehog that's in there. I love stuff in the original packaging, so you'll see a lot of that. Of course, greeting cards are in there. A lot of some of my ceramics, like I feel sorry for, a lot of them have damage or repairs to them, or single shakers. And the little deer that is in the right photo at the left side is something I purchased for myself last year. Very hard to find Arnart little reindeer in the Santa suit. And you can see my tabletop aluminum tree, which I love to load with breakable glass ornaments, which I can't do on my other trees. So, and then here's the right side where you can see a little bit more. Actually, this is the center. Got some pine cone goobers, some deer. I've got the Lefton little pixie there in the center. Very hard to find made in Sweden little spun deer that's poking out of his head. I love that dancing reindeer. I bought that from Tulane and Johnny's on Instagram probably like 10 years ago. I don't know. I like an eclectic mix of stuff. And then the right picture, I had to put this in here for Mama Pam. This is me. This is me in front of the Christmas tree. I'm trying to think what year this is. Maybe like 87, somewhere in there. But she made my little elf costume. This was before this was Christmas Eve. So she made the little elf costume that I'm wearing. So I had to put that in there for Mama Pam.
So good. That's good. All right. Great stuff, Amy. Great stuff. And doing this, I'm thinking that maybe closer to Christmas, maybe if we get enough pictures, we'll have to just do a dedicated Fantastic Find show where we just show people's.
That would be fun. That would be fun. Yeah.
All right, guys. Now, mine's a little hodgepodge, okay? Mine isn't like just this Christmas because mine's still up. But this is just some different things we've done over the years. And then we did go down to the catacombs and we pulled out some of our harder to find pieces of Christmas to show you guys. So the first picture here is one of the years we put a pencil tree. This probably would have been 2001. We go with a pencil tree in the one corner because my little baby girl, Rosie, who lived outside for a while, still thinks that it's okay to chew and go in a Christmas tree. So if they're a thin pencil tree, it's not wide enough for her to actually think that she can go in. So that is a pencil tree with some decorations. And that's actually harder to find blow mold there in the front of a snowman that you don't find that often. So there's our tree. And then the other side is our living room. And that's pretty much what I do.
I love that ceramic, and I got to see that in person. I love that tree. That
ceramic tree, I showed up to an auction probably when we first moved in here. So it was probably 2018. I showed up to an auction. I saw it on the picture for the preview. I thought it was gray. So I show up at this auction. I bid on it. I won it, and I won it for $28. And I swore that it was gray the whole time that I bid on it. And I was like, okay, I'll resell it. So when they handed it to me, I think the fella had a wet hand, and here he had touched it. And I was like, wait a minute, it's not a gray tree. That's dirt. So I painstakingly cleaned that tree by hand to remove the soot and the gray, because wherever it was stored, to reveal that somebody painted that in the 70s. And it's a gorgeous turquoise Atlantic mold 3-piece, but it's jointed and molded together tree. So That's what our one corner looks like. So wait, there's more. This is some of our ceramics that we adore that are from the basement. The Santa there, I'm not sure who made him. Amie, do you know? Some
one
people
at the far left.
Yeah, some think he's Holt Howard, the Santa there, but he's
not Holt Howard.
No. And they made a snowman and a Santa, and there's two little holes. It's supposed to be a match holder to hold your long matches. You know what I mean?
Based on history of copying Holt Howard, I feel like it's either Commodore, Relco, or Lipper and Man, because they were pretty famous for copying anything Holt Howard did. So that's my suspicion anyway.
The little angel up there is one of our kitschy favorites. We actually have two of them, one with green wings, one with red wings. One of my holy grails back in the day was finally getting this, and I believe that was a Relco planter with Santa and the train, the peppermint train, which that's a very hard one to find. Then there's a set of two of the Christmas poodles. So one is standing, one sitting, but that's a version of that. And then this guy here, he's one of my favorite, but I think Joseph, every time I see him, I look like he was in a bar fight and has two black eyes. But to me, he's my brawling. He's my brawling kind of pixie. Like he was out fighting, like he was out dinging the bell all day. And
he looks like he's in like mint condition. And he is like one of the hardest to find Joseph originals. Like
he is.
So
all right, no wait, there's more. Wait, hold on to your girdle, Myrtle. Here we go. So,
don't show me the Napco deer.
The highlight, well, I have to be honest, the highlight of 2020 for me,
the giant Holt Howard planner.
That was our holy grail. When I first got the book, if you guys know the book by Dorkin, Walter Dorkin, I think I'm saying his last name right. In the book, he has this huge, and it's rumored that these were store planters that sat above. I
grabbed it so I can show it.
All right. So here, I'll show Amie here and she can show the book, but so
you can really get a sense of how large
that,
I know it's blurry, it's not coming in focus, but that is how big that planter is. It's like huge.
I swore when we got that book that I needed this, and it's rumored or it's suspected that these were the top store fixtures that sat above the Holt Howard displays, and then the other pieces were for sale below. So of course they didn't manufacture a ton of them. There's only so many that went out to the stores. Well, if you guys know this piece, one, it's very susceptible to being damaged because like Amie showed, it's big. It's also, it's very easy for the paint to come off of this. So I had found a bunch of them and they were going for $1,000. I'm talking like 10 years ago on eBay, maybe even 15 years ago. And I swore one day we were going to find one. It was during lockdown. I was trolling eBay because there was nothing else to do. And I said, Tina, somebody has one of these on eBay. I am not lying to you folks when I tell you, I think with shipping, we got him for like $280, which might sound like a lot of money, but in the reality of it,
not for that.
Yeah. Now the middle ones, they are our pride and joy. Amie, they're good. They came in two versions, these tall ones, which we have, and she actually has, which is rare. So she has two necklaces. She's only supposed to have one. I don't know how she got two necklaces, but they are, Amie, you know the deer better than I do. Maybe you want to tell what they are?
These are the larger version. So they made two versions of these. There's a baby version that's roughly like probably 7 inches tall. And these are huge. These are what, like 16, 18 inches tall. The boy one up to the antlers. These are pretty big. And the big ones are incredibly hard to find.
They are. And these are one of those satin ones where if you scrub the paint, you can find these, like he can be missing all his spots. So not only is it a hard set to find because they're susceptible to damage, but they're hard to find if people didn't ruin them. So the next one is Tina's Holy Grail. She collects the cupcake girls, the sweet shop girls. And this was one, I think she did get this on eBay before. I mean, Tina's had this piece probably for 12 or so years. So that's her pride and joy, the sweet shop planter. And then I have one more picture of some of my other favorite things to show. That is one year how we decorated. We have a retro kind of hutch that's filled with our ceramics. So we kind of decorated that. And then to also not just give a lot of attention to the love of the fact we love ceramics, we love mercury glass too. And that is an arrangement that has the bells are plastic, but they're covered in mica glitter. And that's just one of those.
Is that one of those door hanger pieces?
Yes, yeah. But there's no bells on it, that ding. But yes, it's exactly what it is. And they always disintegrated, and they just don't last. You don't find them anymore in good condition. So that's a little taste of what we have. So thank you guys so much for enjoying our fantastic finds. I have to say that I think me and Amie love us some Christmas. So
we are Christmas lovers at heart. Absolutely.
We love selling it and having it and showing it. So
and loving to try and hunt it down to share.
I got to tell you, it's not getting any easier.
No, it's not. No, it's really not.
But it's you know what? It's the thrill, so that we can have sales like we did tonight, because we want to be able to find the things that you guys can't find in your area, or it's a little hard to find, or maybe you have one that's not in good condition, so you can buy one from us that's in better and then trade yours out. That's what it's all about. So thank you guys so much. So
thank you guys so much.
Make sure you guys head over and give Amie some support over on Vamp tomorrow night. Again, if you guys can't attend her live, please use the pre-bid. That's the awesome thing about Vamp, is the pre-bid. So it kind of meshes a lot of other platforms and what we do together. So if you can't be there, just go on over and bid on some of her handmaids. And guys, she only has 5. So you're going to have to wait a long time.
There's only 5.
5.
And I've worked about 18 hours making them. So,
so 5, and that's it.
And that's it for Christmas for a while.
That's it. That's it.
So we're moving on to Halloween.
This is true. This is true. And before we let everybody go, we just want to remind you that on December 7th, we are participating in Misty's pop-up. It's going to be an all Christmas event. So more of those details will be told as it gets closer, but please mark your calendars if you're anywhere near or you can make it to Bedford, Indiana. I do know Bill's going to be there. I'll be there. Amy's going to be there.
And we're waiting to find out, finalized who else is going to be there. That's why we haven't had any promos or anything like that quite out yet. We're just kind of finalizing everybody that's going to be there. So.
And there'll probably be things there offered that we can't offer on a live sale. So there'll be things that you'll want to, if you can get there, you're going to want to be there so you can get them. So there are probably things that we couldn't even ship either that you'll want to take home so you know they're safe. So, all right, guys. Thank you so much, Karen G. Thank you so much, Kim. Thank you guys for hanging out with us and your continued support. And again, programming note, we will be back for Fantastic Finds on Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern. So until the next one, guys, I'll see you tomorrow night over on Vamp hanging out with Amie. Good night, everybody.
Thank you so much, you guys. Good night.
Bye. Bye.